This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/listen and use code LISTEN for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/listen and use code LISTEN at checkout.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. The following is a paid commercial announcement for the Joe Johnson Memory System.
Hello, I'm Joe Jefferson. Do you forget things you wish you could remember? Do you forget people's names? Do you forget important dates? Do you forget information that's important to remember, like important dates? Or perhaps you even forget people's names. That's why I created my new memory system called the Joe Jackson Memory System. With the Jeff Jackson Memory System, you'll be able to remember long lists of items in great detail. Does it work? Just listen to these testimonials.
I used to forget things all the time. You know, little things like where my car keys were, what I was supposed to pick up at the store, where my car keys were, things like that. Then I tried the Jerry Johnson Memory System, and now I can even remember the names of everyone in my household. Thanks, Jack.
Man, my memory was the worst. I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago. And then I tried the John Johnson Memory System, and wow, what a difference. My memory used to be the worst. Do you know there was a time when I couldn't even remember what I heard just a couple of minutes ago? Thanks, Jerome.
Yes, with the Johnny Jasper Memory System, you'll never forget anything important ever again. To order this Jake Jensen Memory System, just call 1-888. That's 1-800. Again, 1-877-5. 1-888-5. Or no, it's 800 number. Oh yes, that's 1-888-352-4QML. The Jackie Jackson Memory System costs only $19.95. That's right, just $29.95. Call today, and we'll also include at no extra charge a notepad that you could use to write things down. Yes, you'll get the Junior Johnson Memory System and the notepad, all for just $39.95. Call and give your credit card and ATM number to our operators today. And what's the first thing you want to do tomorrow? That's right. Call and give our operators your credit card back. And don't forget to do what it was that I told you to do earlier involving the thing I was talking about. Your memory will improve, or my name isn't Jim Johansson.
Okay, Mr. Jenkins, that's a tape.
Good. I've got kind of a busy day ahead of me. I have to go record a commercial for my memory system.
I think this is a new record. You have sucked my will to live without ever saying one syllable on the air. Have you ever noticed it's a confrontational, full contact sport talking to Tom?
Absolutely.
Especially off the air.
Yep.
If you're not aligned with exactly the things he believes and is aware of,
God forbid.
Give it up, people.
Okay.
Hi, welcome to the Welcome to the Tom Show. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yeah.
There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room.
Pat, you have a coffee in the coffee machine.
I know.
Jeff Oskay.
Every morning.
Joins us. Hello, Jeffrey.
Hello.
Josh Arnold is at the Pain in the Ass Symposium that he goes to every year. There's Ace Cosby.
He's at a fishing tournament.
No, he's getting some pointers on how to be a jerk. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I see.
Man.
Jeffrey sitting in for Josh Arnold. This
Comedy
morning.
show, kids. Comedy.
We'll be getting we'll be hearing from Willie G up in Chicago today.
You know, look around. People are falling away.
Yeah, they are.
You think Josh is really fishing?
No.
You think when I'm sick, it's really a sickness?
And you know it's not with me.
Well.
No, it's okay. Keep on doing the way you do.
Lay there crying.
I want to
lay there sobbing.
Okay, that's fine.
Did I do that? What's wrong with him?
A couple quick things. We begin
nuts.
week 5 of the NFL this evening. You should be in a good mood. You've got your Washington Football Club.
I don't watch the late night games anymore. I'm a grandfather. I can't do it. I've tried. I can't.
But it is your team. You still root for them.
In the abstract, all right.
Okay.
My team, yes.
It's your team.
Washington, whatever the hell their name is. They need to go back to the team. That's what they need to do. That would help.
The team?
Yep, the team.
Not the Commanders?
See how you are?
Okay.
That's how everyone is about it.
The new owners could change it, right?
If they, you got to petition the league, I guess, and change all the merch.
But the larger point here is you could win yourself a big Green Egg Mini Max. Oh, you out there listening, thank you for being there. We have an opportunity for you. What you have to do is pick the winners of Week 5's games. Now, last week, our winner got 16 of 16. And I think we're going to talk to him early this morning, actually. He is Josh Casey.
Early edition.
Our third winner in a row with 2 first names, by the way.
I thought it was 2.
No, remember week 2 was Craig Joseph. See?
I forgot.
You got your Craig Joseph, you got your
the things he
Alex
Virgil, and you've got your John Casey. This is a trend here.
Man.
Please, dear God, I hope next week's winner has some sort of conventional last name. Please.
Oh, I don't. I hope it's really hard to pronounce.
Well, and that could be you out there if your name is hard to pronounce. Now, Jeff Oskay is here with us. Jeff,
Oskay last name.
Oskay is you think it was shortened at Ellis Island or something?
Yeah, actually, I forgot to bring it. I have in my room. I brought the book in that shows exactly how it's spelled properly.
Oh, okay,
So
that's cool. That's very cool.
I think I may have exaggerated it by 2 or 3 syllables.
Oh,
okay.
But what's your legendary?
Ashahashkanashkanowski. But I'm pretty sure that may be a little bit longer than it actually is.
I like that.
Either way, it sounds like it means manual labor.
Yes.
Okay.
Which
is that what it sounds like?
Actually, on the Ellis Island thing, it says laborer, so he's not wrong because you have to put your occupation.
But everybody at Ellis Island was a laborer,
right? Yeah. For at least one generation.
You put coder down. They're not going to know what the hell that was.
And it's true. I remember I got picked up by this was about 20 years ago. I was in a taxi coming from the airport, and the guy driving the cab was a physician.
What's a taxi?
Not like an Uber, a real taxi.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was pre-Uber, and the guy driving the taxi was a physician, and he had come here.
But not here.
He had come here from a Southeast Asian country and had not yet
Well,
been
we have
licensed.
medical boards. We have regulations.
I'm just saying.
You can't have somebody coming in who consults bones for an appendectomy.
I'm sure you
expect
can.
To be a doctor.
There are unbelievably talented, brilliant physicians.
Sure, there's a lot of that, too.
The point is it gets tricky out there. And, Jeff, we're glad to have you. Thanks for coming.
Thanks.
Now,
Oskay.
Yeah.
You know, this never fails. I was having a decent day coming. I'm listening to some old Beck when I was coming in.
I love Beck.
I was having a wonderful time. I was listening to Odelay and Where It's At, and I had my 2 turntables and my microphone.
Yeah, that's
a great song. I was just having a great time. And I get here, and the first thing out of Mr. Happy's mouth is, boy, oh boy, I don't understand it. Man, my head is just killing me. And this is the 9th time he said this to me in the past 4 or 5 weeks. Now, we're both elderly, so I told him, I've had this problem. I said, I had to get my medication changed. It caused me to have a headache.
Right.
I took 4 Advil. That was his response.
I'm not on any medication.
I'm not on any medication.
What? You're not helping my headache.
Oh, you ain't
If you
heard
keep
nothing
taking
yet.
Advil like that, you're going to have
I
worse
I
problems.
almost
Get a
never take
peptic
it.
ulcer.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, thank you. And when I want to consult a doctor, I'll call a physician.
No, you won't.
No, talk to us.
You'd rather have a headache and
We know
complain
much.
about
We
it.
know much more.
Go
We're doing
take a
this
cab
out of-
in New York City.
We're doing this out of love.
Yeah, we love
Yes,
it.
why don't you fly to LaGuardia, catch a cab, and ask him what you should, what medications you should stop taking.
Put a Z-Pack on.
In any event, good morning. How is everyone?
Have you ever heard the start of Where It's At? Man, that's a good song.
That is a good song.
Man, that's a
God.
Now, the reason the point I was trying to get to, which I still haven't gotten to yet, is
That's a
you
shame.
you can enter our contest. You can enter each and every week. It's a brand new entry for everybody, and this is no exception. So try to get your entry in before the game starts tonight, and you just go to bobandtom.com/contest. Once again, at stake, the Big Green Egg Mini Max. I like to call it the Rolls Royce of outdoor cooking, and you could be just like John Casey or Alex Virgil or Craig Joseph, even if you don't have two first names for a full name. That'd be fine with us.
Okay.
So it's our Pigskin Pick'em. We'd love to hear from you and be part of it. Once again, last week's winner got all 16 games. You don't have to worry about the spread or anything else. Just have some fun and climb on board. It's a party, and you're invited. Now, you want to give me the sports teaser?
We had 4 NFL. Major League Baseball playoffs start, what day was it? Tuesday? And they're all done.
Already.
Best of 3 series. They were all sweeps. The one team won the first 2 games, so we'll talk about it. So the NLDS and the ALDS are set to start on Saturday. Plus NFL action tonight. And, boy, the Utah football players, this name, image, likeness deal that you can more or less pay players to play for your favorite university, they hit the jackpot, and we'll talk about it.
I'm looking forward to that.
You get a new car. And you get a new car.
In a way, a lot of this has been going on for a while.
Oh, sure.
Under the table.
Absolutely.
Speaking of under the table, Jeffrey, have you ever, in your career as a experimenter of various pharmaceuticals,
love?
Have you ever taken one of these so-called ED drugs?
Oh yeah, I took one for my honeymoon. I made that mistake.
Well,
Really?
I want you to save the story because we have a story coming up about the black market ED.
At least they picked the right place to do it in.
Yeah. I don't know why you'd have to. Psst, hey. Psst, want a boner? We'll find out what that's all about. Also, we have a hilarious encounter between Ed Sheeran and Snoop Dogg. And one of your favorites, Russell Crowe, somehow works into the story. And we've got an unusual name for a road they have to clean. And a story that, Pat, I don't know if you know this is coming, but you have a story you're going to tell about something that really happened to you involving an iron skillet.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a funny story about an iron skillet coming up. And interesting stuff in sports. Right now, I want to remind you that the jewelry season is year-round, and Steven Singer is fully aware of that. He is also aware that there's a thing out there called the lab-grown diamond. He's not a fan. In fact, he'll give you a lab-grown diamond if you buy a real one. In fact, the Federal Trade Commission strongly enforces language used around diamonds. When the word diamond is used alone, it can only refer to a real, natural, earth-born diamond. It's never been about the chemical makeup that makes a diamond special. It's about the rarity and natural beauty a real diamond symbolizes. If the Mona Lisa was replicated down to the exact paint strokes and looked the same, would it still be the Mona Lisa or just a fake replica? Well, Steven has never sold and will never sell something that has no intrinsic value. To prove it, he'll give away a free 1-carat lab-grown diamond with every purchase of a real, natural, earth-born diamond. That's what this is all about. Steven Singer, of course, famous for his great guarantee and famous for his shipping and getting things out quickly for you. And if you want to upgrade your diamond you bought last year, he'll give you that full value just to get the new one. Find out what I'm talking about by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. And once again, get those orders in before 2 o'clock today, and they'll go out today. And what a great excuse to give a gift. Hey, it's almost Halloween. Look at this beautiful set of earrings. Oh, ooh la la. Just in time for the weekend. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Coming up, more ha-cha-cha-cha news. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. You chose to hit play on this podcast today. Smart choice. Progressive loves to help people make smart choices. That's why they offer a tool called Auto Quote Explorer that allows you to compare your Progressive car insurance quote with rates from other companies. So you save time on the research and can enjoy savings when you choose the best rate for you. Give it a try after this episode at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states or situations. Prices vary based on how you buy.
When you think about businesses that are selling through the roof, like aloe or skins, sure, you think about a great product, a cool brand, and brilliant marketing. But an often overlooked secret is actually the businesses behind the business, making selling and, for shoppers, buying simple. For millions of businesses, that business is Shopify. Nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shop Pay, that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts are going abandoned and way more sales happening. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell whatever your customers are scrolling or strolling on the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout Skins uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Desk.
Hello.
You might have to go back to your old slot there, buddy. I don't know how this happened. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room. There's Jeff Oskay.
Hey.
Tom is here, but his mic is not working. There's Ace Cosby.
You're on over here.
And I'm Chick McGee.
Check a mute button there, maybe.
I was not over there.
Did you say a small prayer?
During the break?
I did not. I don't know what's going on. And now I'm on the TV.
Oh,
this is terrifying.
All hell's breaking loose.
Oh, that's because Eddie has to come in here and fix something.
Hi. You can scream. Yeah, we hear you.
Can you go? Can you stand up and walk
go
over to Josh's
microphone?
How about that?
Here we got Eddie coming.
Well, this is going to.
Yeah,
it's going to take a while. Major League Baseball, all the wild card series were sweeps. Bryson Stott with 3 Ts, not all in a row, crushed the second Grand Slam in Phillies postseason history, and Aaron Nola tossed 7 shutout innings in a performance worthy of postseason. A 7-1 win for the Phillies at the bank and a 2-game sweep over the Marlins in the National League wild card series. And now the Phillies, the good news is they won, and the bad news is it's on to play the Braves on Saturday. Game 1 and the best of 5 starts on Saturday. And in Milwaukee, Zach Gallen settled down after a shaky start. Arizona's bullpen stepped up at the very end, helping the Diamondbacks sweep the National League wild card series against the Brewers 5-2 in Game 2. Just 2 years after suffering through a 110-loss season, and now, good news you win, bad news you're heading to play the Dodgers now in the NLDS.
Never know what might happen.
And then the Twins sweep the Blue Jays in the American League Wild Card Series, a 2-0 win in Game 2. And then,
Jesus.
Hey, you're back.
You look like a little kid at the Thanksgiving table.
How did I get down here?
Sorry, Dad.
The Texas Rangers beat the Tampa Bay Rays 7-1 in almost empty Rays Park in St. Petersburg to finish a 2-game sweep. So the Rangers play the Orioles, and the Twins head to Houston to take on the Astros. So there's your Major League Baseball team.
Ordinarily, I would play the Houston thing, but I'm not in my normal spot now.
Right.
I don't know what happened. What'd you do over there?
I went and got a cup of coffee. I didn't touch anything.
Did you spill the coffee?
No, he didn't spill the coffee. It's in his hand.
It's right here, Klutz Cargo. Don't tell me about spilling
stuff.
I
know, twice in the last week.
Did you spill something again?
I did it again, yeah, but he didn't rat me out this time.
Today?
No, yesterday.
Do you know the scene in the movie Pulp Fiction where the two the two guys have to clean up after the guy they just shot in the car?
Yeah, Marvin.
They have to be instructed how to clean the car.
He's my Harvey Keitel.
I was watching him try to clean.
Yeah.
I mean, cleaning it's kind of my hobby.
Right.
Right now, I feel like the janitor at the Ritz when I go home. But watching him try to clean something, it was pathetic. I had to say move over. Had to go in there with paper towels and scrub
How
them.
hard is it to clean something?
It looked like he was trying to wipe it up with aluminum foil.
I'd have to ask the maid.
I think you got Tom Sawyer or Huck Finn or whatever.
There's a little bit of
I
that.
don't know how to paint the fence, Tom. Can you show me?
Mom, I don't know how to wash these dishes.
I think he's the king of that.
No, he really doesn't know how to do it.
He's an adult.
It was like trying to pick
He'll
up.
learn.
Well, wait a minute now.
Like trying to pick up a puddle.
He'll have to learn.
You did a much better job, though, Tom. That was beautiful.
Yes, Tom. Oh,
beautiful
yes,
work.
You're amazing. Tom.
That microwave was shiny.
Good job, Tom.
You don't want
it's glistening
crap in the microwave.
No.
Okay.
No.
We got it cleaned up again. Aluminum foil's not very absorbent, Pat. If you want to,
and it
if you want to
sparks.
clean up, you want to use.
Yeah,
paper
don't put it
towels.
in the microwave.
I don't know
That's
what that
exactly
was.
right.
You tried to clean up.
He's exaggerating.
Oh, he has no idea.
I put a Brillo pad in there.
It was pathetic.
Travis Kelce agrees with the idea that the NFL TV coverage is overdoing it of the Taylor Swift situation. He's talking on he and his brother's podcast. It's called New Heights. He told his brother during the podcast the camera showed live shots of the suite 17 times during the game. He thought that was a little much. There's always chatter around different celebrities and so on attending games, but this took on a life of its own. And he hopes it slows down now. It becomes.
That's going to happen.
Normalcy.
Because in their relationship, he's going to ask her not to come to Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Ace contends they're not dating.
Yeah,
still.
but you're reading about this. Okay, the word you were looking for is normality. By the way,
he did that on purpose just to get a rile.
I did it on purpose. Why wouldn't
he knew?
And Buffalo's. You sat there for 35 years. You're acting like you're lost.
That's where he used to be.
Yeah.
I know it's just weird being here. I'm so used to being in my elevated position.
Of course.
As I call it.
Yes,
my
looking down on all of us.
My ivory tower home.
Uh-huh.
You're not as scary right now.
Man, that's not funny. The New York State. New York State is loosening its Sunday morning alcohol sales. Anybody want to guess why?
New York State loosening.
Never mind. I'll tell you. The Bills are in action against the Jaguars in London on Sunday morning.
So it's a home game for the Jags?
Kickoff at 9:30. Yes, get used to the Jaguars playing in London. It's 2 weeks in a row. That'd be cool to be a Jaguar, right? Be over there for like a month.
Yeah.
Man, that'd be badass. Well, I used to live in Jacksonville, but now I live in London, England. What do you think of that?
London?
Quite a difference.
Yeah.
New York Governor Kathy
Of course, they
Hochul.
didn't have any Skinnerd in London. No, they didn't.
You don't know. There might be a Skinnerd bar in London. There might be a Skinnerd neighborhood in London.
Oh, there's a bunch of fans for sure.
You don't know. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said, with the Bills playing across the pond on Sunday morning, I know fans will be gathering for the big game and may fancy a pint.
Uh-huh.
I'm directing the State Liquor Authority, the SLA.
SLA, anyone want to do any Sin K jokes?
Is that the Patty Hearst deal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christy. Very good.
She said the SLA can extend the deadline for special permits, so sports bars and restaurants can start serving as early on Sunday morning as 8 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yeah.
That's an hour and a half before kickoff.
I'm surprised they had any regulations about booze in New York at all.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Supposed to be the city that never sleeps.
Yeah.
No, this is Buffalo.
It's
not
New York State.
Manhattan.
New York.
I know, but... Hey, Pat, don't you have a song over there?
The city that never sleeps.
How about this? I know you can't do anything as far as adulting, but perhaps you could play us a song. How does that sound?
You know,
Look at him. He's
wait
like,
a minute.
I don't
got
know.
one, Pat. I got one for you.
I don't know.
Let me give you
Christy.
30 seconds. We had a really funny story yesterday. We have sort of a series of... There are certain topics we like to touch on. World records, for example. The other one we like to touch on is truck spills.
Yes,
we
the
love our
celery
truckers, and we love the safety record of most of our truckers out there doing great. But every once in a while, something happens, a load shifts, and sometimes it's rather humorous what's on board. Sometimes it's not so funny when you have hundreds of dead chickens.
Okay,
but we had one yesterday. If I recall, it was a big truck in Canada. They had to close the road because of too much celery.
That's right, Tommy.
Yeah.
The Ontario Provincial Police Highway Safety Division said the truck rolled over on Highway 400, covering the roadway in celery stalks. Video showed the asphalt coated with vegetables. Traffic was diverted while crews cleaned up the mess.
I bet that got slick. Celery on the road?
I'm a celery fan.
Or if you're on a diet, This vegetables you found, you burn more calories digesting it than it has. Put it in your Bloody Mary like our Christy Lee.
Yeah.
Or slather on the peanut butter and cream cheese. Celery has negative calories. Dieters breathe a sigh of relief. Celery, I swear it's stalking me. I got those stringy pieces in my teeth.
Thank you very much.
I got every chord right.
Beautiful.
Yesterday I missed 3.
You know, let me tell you something. You know how you know Pat's a great one? Because he announces when he gets stuff right. All the great ones.
Hey, I nailed that one.
I nailed that one. Oh, I got all of them right.
I heard an interview with Billy Joel talking about the song "Honesty," and have you ever heard this story? He was working on that, and I want to say it was his drummer. He was kind of playing with the melody, and as he was playing that one change, his drummer went "Sodomy." And
No, he didn't.
Yes, I'm not kidding. Well, Billy Joel, that's a story he tells.
Okay.
All right.
We can protest, but it will only just make us frustrated.
So if I can find him saying that, do I get $10,000?
No,
I
don't have
know
$10,000.
Yeah, that is an actual story. I hate to back him up on this one, but it's true.
That's right. You're right, Tom.
That's right, Tom.
Yeah.
You're always right.
That's right.
You're a good guy.
Why?
That's why I make messes on purpose so you can clean them up.
Oh God, I messed my pants.
I messed my pants, Tom. Can you clean me? Thanks.
I get here early like you, Tom.
Don't let Pat clean up. He can't
I'm
even
right
do
here.
it. He wiped my ass with aluminum foil.
Oh,
Sodomy.
You could cut yourself, right? If that wouldn't.
I would think.
Aluminum foil?
Oh, boy, I've never been that desperate.
Ugh.
No paper.
How desperate have you been?
All you have is aluminum foil. Boy, that's an unfortunate topic.
Coffee filter.
I don't want to get any emails. I don't want to know how desperate you've been out of toilet paper. Newspaper.
Have you waddled?
Newspaper, but yeah, never like a glossy magazine.
Have you had to waddle to the linen cabinet?
Oh, of course. You ever had it so bad you had to just discard everything and run right to a shower?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh gosh.
What are you eating?
I don't
Do the waffle stomp.
You know, I'm listening to Colin Jost. He's got a book
Love
out
him.
there. It's called I Have a Very Punchable Face. And he has a chapter on he has shat his pants on numerous occasions. I was fascinated by it. Yeah. Yeah, and he's surprised that no one else and everyone else seems to be surprised by this.
I told you the one story. My very first house, interestingly enough, had the washer and dryer in the garage. And it was about 5 miles that way. Mm-hmm. And something happened between here and there one day at about noon.
You mean here and driving
Here
home?
and home. Yeah.
So you pulled into the garage where the washer and dryer was.
Fortunately. But I had to kind of worm out of the car and discard everything and take my garden hose for phase one of the cleanup. Who knows what happened, but sometimes.
See, this is the amazing thing. He shat his pants, and his reaction is, "Who knows what happened?"
I mean, it wasn't like it was some drunken.
I have no idea.
Collapse of my bowel chain. It was in the middle of the day, and all of a sudden I'm driving home, and oh my God!
You must have had something bad to eat.
Yes, but your ability to take absolutely no responsibility. It was all someone else's doing. And
I am leasing these sphincters down here. I am not in charge of them.
Haven't you had to wrap some up in aluminum foil? I've
had to jettison my underwear.
Yeah. Okay.
Famously, yeah.
And you point to that like it's something to be proud of.
Oh no, I think I did a nice job.
Does Colin have a bowel issue, or it just happens?
It just happens.
I don't
want to give his book away.
As an adult, you've never had to.
No, never.
Me either. Never even. Nope. I don't want to say gotten close, but it doesn't seem like I've been able. The only time, it's like some subconscious green lights lit when I can see the toilet, and then I'd better sit down.
Ooh.
But other than that,
ever the thing like you're at the mall, you come around the corner knowing that they have that one family restroom. You get there and the guy's cleaning it, and that big yellow tent thing is out front. You're going, hey, no, the launch codes.
I tell you this: being a 65-year-old man and traveling every now and then, and getting off and going to urinate. I try to find out where the multi-holers are now instead of just the toilet at the convenience store. You know what I mean? Because when you go in there to go at this age, you're ready to go, and it's difficult to stop urination.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Right.
So some of the
and if there's 2 or 3 holers, if the door's locked, you're
in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Now, have you wet your pants?
I have not. But
have you gone behind the building?
I will tell you that it's a matter of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had an interesting thing happen just the other day. I was going into an important meeting, and there was one of those large things of hand sanitizer.
Yes.
And it was on a table, so I went to sanitize my hands, and I hit it, and it missed my hands and squirted all over my groin area. So I had
this sounds like something Pat would do.
That's why they're friends.
I have this enormous wet spot, and it was also I dressed left, and it looked like I had just let go about a quart of urine.
So you had to explain that as you walked into the meeting, I assume.
No, I had to wipe it all down, and then when you wipe it with water, it doesn't go away.
No.
So I kind of climbed up and did a thing with the hand dryer, and then untucked my shirt.
Is that right?
I hope nobody, for the better of it. Sorry. Coming up in sports?
Coming up in sports, Utah football players got quite a surprise yesterday. It was like being on the best game show in the history of the world.
Really?
All the scholarship players were treated. I'll tell you something about Antwerp, Belgium. Who's a fan? Anybody?
I am. They have diamonds there.
That's the diamond capital.
If you're going to go to Belgium, you got to visit Antwerp, right?
Sure.
That's because Larry Robinson, the Diamond Man, is there.
Who's Larry Robinson?
J.B. Robinson, and there's Larry. Larry was his kid, right?
Yeah. A very nice man.
Are these people from your childhood?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I knew about Antwerp, Belgium. He would always go there personally.
He traveled the world. He traveled the world so we wouldn't have to.
Well, we had a guy here that did the same exact thing, same writers.
And I don't know.
No, Larry and
I don't know how old I was when I enjoyed that commercial until I got to be an adult, and I want to travel the world. I don't want to have him do it for me. I'd rather do it. Let me travel the world.
He was a very nice man.
You met him?
Yeah. A couple of other things.
Let me tell you about Raycon earbuds, Tom.
Before you do, I just want to real quick. We're going to do an early edition of the Shoein' of the Week.
That's exactly right.
Mommy's little piggy.
We'll look forward to that. So stick around. Don't go anywhere.
And it's the best time of year. Leaves changing colors, cozy vibes, chunky sweaters, and Raycon's anniversary. That's right. Raycon turning 6 years old. And in that time, Raycon's made a name for themselves in the premium audio space. The everyday earbuds are known for delivering high-quality audio and thoughtful features like that 32-hour battery life, a perfect in-ear fit with the Raycon gel tips, and all-day wear and lasting comfort. And all this at half the price of other premium audio brands. And Raycon, of course, with their 78,000 five-star reviews. And this past year, they expanded their entire business with the introduction of Raycon Home and Raycon Power Tech. So needless to say, there is a lot to celebrate at Raycon. And to thank everyone who's shown their support in the past 6 years, Raycon offering 20% off everything on their site with select products up to 40%. Celebrate Raycon turning 6 with the biggest sale of the year going on now. So hurry to buyraycon.com/Tom and use the code BIRTHDAY to get 20 to 40% off site-wide. That's the code BIRTHDAY at buyraycon.com/Tom. You score 20 to 40% off. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
We live in a culture where earbuds are a thing, and if you're using those Apple earbuds and just try the Raycons, you're going to go, wow, boy, I was wrong about that.
It's quite the difference.
They're great. I love them.
And they fit.
Mm-hmm. And they stay.
Yes.
Just like my dogs. Sit.
Stay.
Do your dogs stay? Really?
Yeah, sometimes.
Raycon earbuds are the difference between wiping a microwave out with a paper towel or a piece of aluminum foil.
Yeah.
The Raycons are the paper towel.
Yeah. That's very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A good analogy. We're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin. He's in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Testing. Oh, this one works. Musical chairs division. It doesn't matter to you listening, but I had to move.
Matters to us because you're paying attention. You don't have your...
No, but I have a sound effect I'm supposed to play here. But
Can we do it for you?
Yeah, Chick can do it.
What sound effect?
It's a dumb one. It's the piano thing. That dumb thing.
Oh.
We don't need it now. I mean, we need it soon, but not right now. I don't want to...
We have a piano in here.
Well-oiled machine.
Oh, okay. And you
oh,
can
yeah. Okay, Pat. Go. Tick, 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 tick.
How's that?
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
But not
what an incredible musician you are.
You know what?
I think I could do that.
That was one note.
Not world record good, Pat.
Oh,
wait till you see the world record. It is really dumb.
Where are we here? Led by Simone Biles, the U.S. women have won a record 7th consecutive team title, the Gymnastics World Championship in...
Antwerp, Belgium.
Nope, Antwerp, Belgium. The American team of Biles, Shalise Jones, Sky Blakely, Leanne Wong combined for a total of 167.729 points to edge Brazil and France.
The Brazilian women have such big butts.
Simone hasn't missed a beat. She is amazing.
But she doesn't have a big butt like the Brazilians.
There are a lot of big butt girls in gymnastics.
Miss Boom Boom. You haven't seen Simone Biles.
Isn't that whole big thing in Brazil, the Miss Boom Boom
Miss
competition?
Boom Boom, yeah. Brazilian butts are supposed to be the best butts.
Right.
Of all the butts in the world, they're the best butts. The U.S. team won by a margin of 2,199 points, or 2.199 points.
And then Simone did a move that's never been done before.
Yeah, the Yurchenko double pike vault.
I'm sorry, the what?
Yurchenko double.
I think you better take that back.
It's a Yurchenko double. It was a double pike vault.
Yurchenko sounds like
Yurchenko.
That's even worse.
I know.
Oh my God!
You changed it for a reason.
At first it was
okay. Maybe it's
first
Yurchenko.
It was offending.
Let's go with Chingo.
It's a Russian term, you tools.
I know, but it sounds like it's offending their communist
But now it's going to
neighbors.
be called the Simone Biles vault.
That's better.
And what is it again? I watched it, but
it's a double pike. It's a.
There's no way she's going to explain this to you, so you're going to be able to grasp it. So just say
that's
really great.
Explain it for our lovely listeners. You expect me to understand?
Half turn, handspring on, double pike, back off.
Whoa! Back off, you bitch!
Sounds like a Starbucks order.
Boogaloo, back off, boogaloo.
Do you know what a pike position is?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
that's that triangular thing where you're holding your.
It's where your legs are straight.
Yeah, and you're like this.
Keep talking.
Yes.
This is radio, but I got it right.
You did get it right. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
Put your head between your legs there, you weirdo.
And the men, let's not forget them. They had a podium finish. They finished third, took home the bronze. First time the men's team has been on the podium since 2014. So congratulations to the men's
I heard
team.
the Polish team won the gold, and they were so excited they're going to have all their medals bronze. Did you hear this? Did you hear this?
I did hear that.
The classic.
It's like the baby booties. You know.
Yes, just like some baby.
And they did it in bowling shirts, by the way.
That's very funny.
Oh, you guys.
Nice monogram bowling shirts.
Okay.
I hesitate to mention this because he doesn't have all those tools. Tom is broadcasting from a different spot right now. But yesterday's show will go down in infamy, certainly, as the Broderick Crawford October 4th 10-4 show. But apparently we're getting many emails today to tell Tom not to forget that Broderick Crawford was a guest star on Chips with Eric Estrada and Ponch or whatever the hell.
Was he playing a detective?
Was he a bad guy?
It just says a quick clip of Broderick Crawford doing a cameo on Chips. That's all the information I have. Highway Patrol. I think Robert Altman directed a couple episodes of these,
I think this is why you have a headache.
Yeah, that might be
Yeah,
why
we
you
played
have
a lot of
headache.
that.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was going to mention that Highway Patrol is so old, even the oldies TV stations wouldn't show it. I was programming this morning, and I noticed it is on at 4 a.m. on MeTV.
I had a number of people tell me that it's out there. This was a show that was reruns when I was a little boy.
Yeah, it originally started in 1955.
It's one of the first cop shows, and with a name like Broderick Crawford, he looks just like you would expect him to look. Like a frumpy, upper middle-aged white guy, always pissed.
Always wearing a suit.
Yeah.
And a fedora.
And he made the 10-4 thing.
10-4.
That was.
I think
made
they
famous
used. He made it famous. Definitely, I would think.
And there's a reason they have all that lingo.
Why?
Well, it's like with airplanes, when you're flying, with all the noise, it was hard to hear, so you wanted to distinguish a 5 from a 9.
Fiver, niner.
And yes from what, so they would have the numbers made it a little easier. Those various codes for various professions.
Oh,
10-4.
I didn't know that.
I like 10-4.
10-4, good, buddy.
Do you ever say 10-4 to somebody?
I'll say, what do I say?
You say Roger all the time.
I say Roger that. I like that in text. Instead of okay. I think okay is kind of, or okay.
I've done 10-4 in text.
If I just get the K,
I haven't.
I'm out.
Oh, I do that all the time.
No
I'm
wonder
in a hurry.
I never respond.
I never text you. It's okay.
Well, that's because I will respond.
But which came first? Her not texting you or you not responding?
Oh.
I'm a girl. I understand. He doesn't want to text me.
Dateline Paris, bed bugs go wherever people go, and they have become a nightmare. It's getting worse in France. The government has been forced to step in to calm an anxious nation. Yes, you're right to remember the Olympic Games will be starting in Paris in 9 months, give or take, a prime venue for infestations of crowd-loving insects. Not only do people enjoy that when countries come together to participate at an athletic level, bed bugs really like it.
Yeah, it's a real big problem. It's
horrible.
What was the number again? And we had the number before. It was like 1 in 10.
Yeah, I think it
French
was.
households are infested with them.
Prime Minister Elizabeth Borne called a meeting of ministers for Friday. That's tomorrow to tackle the bed bug crisis. The country's transport minister, Clement Bourg. His last name's Beaune, and that's pronounced in France.
Wow. I like that.
Bueno.
Bueno is Spanish.
No bueno.
No bueno.
That'd be confusing if your last name was. Feel like being named Marcel Good. What's his name again?
Anyway, transportation companies are trying to draw up a plan for monitoring the bed bugs and disinfecting.
Can you imagine trying to tent one of those old apartment buildings in Paris?
And they are also battling.
This is different than the crabs.
Right.
National psychosis inflamed by the media. They're saying it's our fault. The media is causing the problems. The bed bugs aren't that rampant.
No, the Olympics are going to be super cool, and France is going to. It's going to look great.
Yeah,
They're going to have all those cool flying gizmos making signs up in the sky.
Drones.
Thank you very much.
Flying gizmos.
You know, sometimes you do that. You take the name, which is drone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a flying gizmo, which takes you longer. I don't know why
I couldn't think of the word drone, but you know what I'm saying. Those things where they have the formations.
Yes. Remember they had the big wine glass and the wine bottle pouring the wine into the glass?
I mean, it's Paris. They're going to do it. It's going to be the most artistically beautiful Olympics ever.
Says you.
I'm guarantee it.
What about L.A. 1984?
Oh, boy.
The d'Orsay Museum has a great new Van Gogh exhibit if you're going to go to Paris.
Oh. You mean Van Huff?
Yes,
I recommend the Rodin Museum.
I love the Rodin.
I'm thinking about going there.
Oh, nice. You want to go to the Olympics for us? Do a little correspondence?
I do. I'll go to Paris.
I'll go. Send her. If she's going, I'll stay here.
Actually, I'm taking a cruise at that time, so I won't be going.
Well,
with your hubby?
Yeah, it's our honeymoon. Finally.
Wow.
Yeah, we're going to go on a cruise next July. By the way, I'm taking 2 weeks off instead of 1 for our holiday.
I don't know who wrote this line. I'm going to credit Larry David on Seinfeld. Who's ever coming back from that body bag? That trip's going to be in a body bag. I can tell you that right.
So it's your honeymoon? Mm-hmm. Well, that's kind of sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, do you have anything special planned? Any surprises?
Well, it's not until next July. I haven't really thought that far ahead.
I think he's talking about new underwear or something.
Oh.
No, I was talking about hymen surgery.
Oh,
they have
that would be a surprise, wouldn't it?
They do have that, yeah.
Is there any way we can test?
It's based on snare drum technology.
You got to tighten that drum.
Is there any way we can test your mic on the air before we come back and make sure that it's working instead of coming back again? And
you can walk over there and try to turn it on.
Deader than Broderick Crawford. Is there any way?
Let's see if this works.
Let's
No.
Nope, still not working.
This is going to be great because
he's funny without his tricks.
I know.
He's very
We're going to
funny.
come back with an early edition. Is this one on?
Yes.
We're going to come back. I can't. I don't have my.
This is hilarious.
We're going to come back.
This is the fun. People are going to start requesting this bit.
This is funnier.
Then what are we going to do?
We're going to come back
Tom's
with an
mic's not working.
early edition of the Shoe-In of the Week.
Think about this. You could have that as your preparation point, and this will be your broadcast point. And you could broadcast from right there, and then we could let Josh go finally. This would be great.
Oh.
Is this on? Did I say that out loud?
All that money, right?
Busted ball.
I know you busted
Or
ball.
I could be here, and then it's like when they have a penalty in an NFL game, and the guy has to go look at the TV. I could get.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a second, I got a sound effect. I got to go over to my. We'll be right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook. Get the link at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I'm no tech genius, but I knew if I wanted my business to crush it, I'd need a website now. Thankfully, Bluehost made it easy. I customized, optimized, and monetized everything exactly how I wanted with AI. In minutes, my site was set up. I couldn't believe it. The search engine tools even helped me get more site visitors. Whatever your passion is, you can set it up with Bluehost. With their 30-day money-back guarantee, what have you got to lose? Head to Bluehost.com to start now.
Every cup of Nespresso coffee is an invitation to transform your morning routine into a ritual you can treasure each and every day. Using the Virtuo Pup, a simple touch of the button freshly brews bold aromas and a rich, velvety crema layer for delicious cafe-quality coffee at home. Whether you enjoy your coffee hot or over ice, every sip, every morning is unforgettable. Nothing tastes like Nespresso coffee. Visit Nespresso.com or our app to explore our full range of easy-to-use machines and coffees not found anywhere else.
I'll tell you about it soon.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Jeff Oskay joins us.
Hello.
Today. Josh Arnold taking some vacay. There's Ace Cosby.
Fishing time.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Checking, testing, hello. Okay, we're back. Thank you very much. Now, we're going to do a special early edition of the Pigskin Pick'em / Shoe-In of the Week competition.
I think he's here. He's ready. He's ready to roll. Step into the octagon.
Our winner of Week 4.
Another contestant with 2 first names.
Yeah. Week 1 was Mike Fullington. Week 2 was Craig Joseph, 2 first names. Week 3 was Ms. Alex Virgil, 2 first names. And joining us, I think, on the phone is Josh Casey. Josh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go. And Josh, you are from, if I'm reading this correctly, Pittsburgh, Kansas. And,
yeah, yeah, that's right.
Okay. And you're a huge fan of what NFL team?
The Bears.
Ooh, rough year.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
They'll be all right. They'll get a win in Washington this week. Believe me, anything happen.
I don't know, man. I was excited about this season, and man, it's been pretty rough. I think they've still been in hibernation from last season. So
hibernation, yeah. And they're playing tonight, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
They're playing the Washington Commanders, and we're picking that game, the Washington football
team. Well, before we
team.
get to it, I want to explain why Josh Casey from Pittsburgh, Kansas is our guest. He got 16 of 16 the first time this season. Nicely done. Are you a big NFL fan, or did you just get lucky?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm a big NFL fan, but I mean, there is definitely luck to picking the games, because there's always like a couple of games that just, you don't expect that team to win. So there is some luck definitely with that.
And do you get confused when other people, you introduce yourself as being from Pittsburgh, Kansas?
From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Do you get anybody's mail in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? Has that ever happened?
No.
I'll be daggone. I guess that zip code thing really works. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, tonight, the Washington football team hosting the Chicago Bears in beautiful Landover, Maryland. It's an okay stadium. You just can't get there. That's all. Once you sit down in your seat, you're fine, but getting home and getting there. Anyway, the Bears getting 6 tonight. 6 points. It's an odd number. It scares me to death. But who do you like, sir, Washington or Chicago?
The Bears, but I picked them the very first week against the Packers, but since then I have not picked them, and I just don't feel like they're I don't know. They haven't shown me yet that they're
but you got to pick them
winning.
because you're a loyal fan. Is that correct?
Yeah. So
sure, I will pick them because you never know. The offense started doing a little bit better last week, but they were playing the Broncos, who they're not good either. So
right. I'll take Washington minus the 6, Tom. Put me down for that.
Okay.
Okay. The Los Angeles Rams hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles getting 4. Is that right? Let me check this real quick.
Do you have a notion on this one, Joe?
I would definitely say the Eagles on that one. But.
Yes, the Rams are getting 4 in this one at home. They are the underdog. And you like Philly or Los Angeles?
Philly.
Philly.
Yeah, I'd say Philly.
I think Philly's going to be. I like the Rams plus the 4 at home.
Really?
I like that. The wide receiver for the Rams, Puka.
Oh, he's so
Puka
cute.
Shell?
Puka Shell. That's
Puki Nakua.
Yes.
He's
going.
He's a rookie, right?
Yes, he
he's a rookie.
is.
Yeah, Puka Nakua. Yeah,
What a beautiful
Drafted 177th, and he's killing it.
Good for him.
And he's got beautiful hair, Tom. You would love that.
Gorgeous hair.
I saw him in person last week.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. You were at the game.
And what a great name.
Right?
Like poetry.
Well, they have to start calling him a Pookie, though, right? We don't have Pukas in America. We're Pookie.
Yeah.
Right.
I like Pookie.
Pookie.
Oh, no.
I have an idea. Why
we
don't you
just
call
said
him
that
Pookie
out
and see
loud.
how he does it?
Pookie.
Pookie, give me your comb or something.
Pookie, lend me your comb.
That's of course.
This will be in a half hour. Everyone
That's of course a reference to 77 Sunset Strip.
Of course.
Ed Kookie Burns.
Uh-huh.
Kookie.
Ed with 2 D's, I think. Do you remember that song, Kookie, Lend Me Your Comb? Anybody?
I don't think anybody.
Nobody does.
No.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Get ready, Josh.
All right.
And isn't this
Cookie,
is that Connie Stevens?
Cookie. Well, now.
Sounds very licey.
Yeah, that was a guy named Ed Burns, and he was famous for his nice pompadour and kind of Elvis-like good looks. And he was part of a black and white, I think, TV show way back when. But I just love the name Kookie.
Okay, this week's London game. Jacksonville hosting the Buffalo Bills, the magnificent Bills who dusted off the Dolphins last week. So Jacksonville, home underdog. They're getting 6. Who do you like, Buffalo or Jacksonville?
I like Buffalo. My wife, she's a Buffalo Bills fan, so I definitely can't pick against them. So
Smart man.
I heard that. I like Buffalo minus the 6 too. They are. Josh Allen is
an interesting Buffalo Bills story this morning. The governor of New York State is allowing bars to open early on Sunday because that will be an early morning game because of the time difference, because it is being played in London, and they had to have some kind of dispensation so the bars can open early in New York. But they have to apply for a special license. I was reading deeper into the article. A little bit of extra red tape.
Detroit Lions hosting the Carolina Panthers. Panthers getting 9 against the now mighty Lions. Who do you like, Detroit minus the 9 or Carolina plus the 9?
I'll say Detroit, as bad as I'd say it, because they're a rival, but I'd say Detroit.
Yeah, Detroit minus the 9. I agree with that, Tom. And finally, the big game of the week, so far the big game of the season, San Francisco 49ers hosting the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas getting 3 in San Francisco. Who do you like, the Niners or the Boys?
I'll go with it. I'll go with the Niners. My older brother, he's a Niners fan, and he thinks they're going to the Super Bowl probably. So,
all right. So,
I think he thinks Brock Purdy's Mahomes too. So,
oh yeah, well he's pretty good. He hasn't lost yet, so I'm going to take the Niners.
He's got a Purdy mouth.
Look for Dak Prescott to throw 3 interceptions, and that's this week's shoe.
So you guys agree on almost all of them.
I think we disagree in Washington and Chicago, and I think that's it.
Yeah. Congratulations on the big win, Josh Casey from Pittsburgh, Kansas.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
What do you do in Pittsburgh, Kansas, for a living?
For a living, what did you say?
I mean, if it's not legal, you don't have to.
Say you work for a bookie and you go get money and stuff. You don't have to tell us that, but I mean.
He doesn't want to tell you what he does for a living.
That's okay.
There's not really much to do here, really. I mean, it's Kansas, so.
Well, you have a job, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I work in the, that cave area or whatever.
The cave area.
Yeah, that's what they call it. They call it the cave.
He works in the cave.
Are you a miner?
No, he's over 18.
No, it's just a distribution center.
He's over 18. Is that what you just said?
Let me ask you this: Are you dressing up for Halloween?
I don't know. We just recently had a daughter, so I'm sure we'll be dressing her up. She's 6 months old, Carly,
Man,
so we'll probably end up doing something.
If there's anything better than the baby and the pumpkins,
I know,
outfit,
right? Yeah,
Halloween. I don't know what it is.
I think that's one of the costumes that my wife has, and there might be another one I can't remember.
Yeah,
but.
I just saw a picture of my now 10-year-old 9 years ago in a rabbit suit. that thing where your phone sends you a year ago today.
Remember this?
Oh
Yeah.
God, hilarious! Well, congratulations on the baby.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, thanks a lot. It's been awesome.
And congratulations on winning the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Josh Casey from Pittsburgh, Kansas. Josh, the first one to get 16 of 16. Now, let me ask you this. You don't have to answer this question as much like you didn't answer a couple of other ones. Do you do a little bit of side betting? Do you ever gamble on the games with your...
No, I've actually thought about it, but I don't know. I just never have done it. But
okay. Is it legal where you live?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
I believe so.
Okay, because it's very confusing where it's legal these days.
Yeah.
It's about what's legal. Well, Josh, thanks so much, and congratulations on the baby. What'd you say her name was?
Carly.
Carly
with a C, not Harley? Okay, Carly. Okay.
Carly. Yeah, and I better do a shout out to my wife, Tony, or she'll probably she'll you didn't mention my name.
Oh.
Her name is Sunny?
No, Tony.
Okay, sorry, my hearing is bad.
My nickname is Sunny.
Hey, love is love. That's right. Whatever, yeah.
So wait a minute. So she's got a first name too. So it's
boy.
Tony, Josh, Casey. No.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting up with us. We're not at our best right now.
No, we're not.
Thanks for having me on. So
okay, we'll see you later. Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right, you guys have a good day.
Now, this should be motivation for you out there listening to please enter our contest. It's the Pigskin Pick'em. Just go to bobandtom.com/contest, and you can be like Josh. Just to see how many of these you can get. It's
fun.
No spread to pick from. Just pick the winners for Week 5 in the NFL, which begins tonight.
It don't mean nothing.
It'll be fun. Hope you can have some fun with it. Thanks. It was great talking to him. Sounds like a really nice guy. Now, I want to remind you that coming up, we have Al Jackson, comedian, Cleveland Browns fan, Al Jackson. Also, you got a couple teasers for me in sports?
We've got Utah football players. If you're on scholarship, you're very happy this morning. And then we've got a world record about a piana.
A piana?
A piana. It sounds a little something like this. Yeah,
sounds like they're moving it, and one of the strings is breaking. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. Do you feel like your brain is getting in your way? Sometimes getting in its own way. Maybe you know what you should do, but you know what's good for you, but you just can't seem to do it. Maybe therapy would be helpful for you. If so, BetterHelp is a way to get involved with therapy without a lot of the hassles. What I'm talking about is the fact that BetterHelp makes use of contemporary technology, that thing you've got in your hand, that phone that's really a giant, teeny computer. Well, guess what? You can use that in this case, and here's what happens. You do a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge if you wish. And BetterHelp doesn't just hook you up with a therapist. They hook you up, and you do the therapy itself online. So it's all about being super convenient, because you can do it as if it's a phone conversation. You can do it like like a Zoom call, or even texting back and forth, whatever works for you. So make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. You go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. That'll knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. And it's all about letting your brain, giving it a break, and helping you help others. So try it out. BetterHelp. HELP, BetterHelp.com/BT Show, on your way to being your best self in this portion of the Bob and Tom Show, brought to you by BetterHelp. Coming up, we have erectile dysfunction in the news, and ladies, stand by.
All right, big news out of Turkey.
Big news out of the old vajayjay. Hello, attention vajayjay. We've spotted it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
More rewards, more savings. With American Express Business Gold, earn up to $395 back in annual statement credits on eligible purchases at select shipping, food delivery, and retail subscription merchants. Enjoy the benefits of membership with the Amex Business Gold Card. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-gold. Amex Business Gold Card. Built for business by American Express.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
There's Jeff Oskay.
Yes, sir.
Josh Arnold on vacay. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee.
Hey, that rhymed.
And Tom is into this rejoin music.
Well, turn it up, Ace. Sounds like a detective show, doesn't
Here's
it?
Tom.
It's Jeff Oskay, Private Eye.
That's right.
He's tailing Hot Ticket from San Jose.
I actually wanted to be a private eye.
Did you?
Growing up, and at my high school graduation, they're like, and Jeff Oskay will be going to IUPUI to major in being a private detective. And the entire auditorium laughed. And my dad was so upset. He's like, you aren't going to be a private detective. I was like, I want to be Magnum PI.
So I thought
Nothing wrong with that.
That's good for you to be
They
laughed.
Yeah, like they didn't believe me.
Did
Like
most-
they thought it was a joke.
Did everyone that got up there, did they announce what they wanted to
Yeah,
do?
yeah. They,
that's
when
too
you
much.
only have like 100 kids in your
He
class.
graduated
it's-
from, yeah.
Me too, but I mean, we didn't have to do that. That would have been really...
Yeah, so-and-so's going here to study this, and they hope to be a blah, blah, blah.
So did you go to IUPUI and study private eye
criminal
stuff?
justice.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually made an effort.
Yeah, I tried.
Are the folks that were in your class, are any of them private dicks these days?
No.
You like that,
I
don't
don't know. I didn't make it very long.
You like saying that, don't you?
What, private dick?
Private dick. Yeah. I can tell.
Yeah, I like to keep
Well, we
mine-
have Harry
keep mine
Dick Road coming up in the news, so you get to say
we
it
got
again.
we got a dicks in the news.
I bet they can't keep that sign.
Nope.
Well,
That's
yeah.
why they're going to probably change the street. That's exactly
That's
right.
pretty much the story, but
Yeah.
all the dorms. It's not time for that yet because we're going to the sports desk.
Where are we? Oh, Utah football players. Now, as I've told you in the past, I'm sharing this story with you. Everything I know about this story is in this story.
So you're not taking questions?
I
I
know
promise.
there are going to be. I know there are going
Promise
to
I
be
won't.
many questions. I assure you, before you ask them, I don't have the answer.
Okay.
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 Here
Got
we go.
it.
Utah football players surprised with
How many?
major.
What city?
We'll get to that. Name, image, and likeness in the college competition
No.
world.
Jeff.
Tom,
No.
yesterday, every Utah player, scholarship player, all 85, were handed keys to a new Dodge Ram.
What?
Now, one Dodge Ram, do they all share? Or?
Yes.
Great question. The deal is said to be the richest in name, image, likeness history, reportedly worth around $6 million in value. The premise of the agreement's pretty
How
simple.
much do those Rams
Shut
cost?
Up. Hang
Wait a
on.
minute.
That doesn't enter into it if you'd let me continue.
Sorry, Dad.
Each player will land a 6-month lease on a 2024 Ram Bighorn 1500 truck retailing at just over $60K. Leases will only be voided if the player's eligibility expires or they decide to transfer, of course. And this Spencer Rattler, a quarterback, he has a Mercedes-Benz, the same sort of deal. Bijan Robinson, who is now with the Atlanta Falcons, he also his mother's name is Dijon. They're
the mustard.
The
folks.
mustard people. he got a Lamborghini. Shiloh Sanders, Dion's son, also has a Mercedes-Benz. But in Utah, 85 trucks for 85 players.
That's cool.
Man.
And
good luck. Good luck after practice finding your car.
That's mine.
Oh, you know what? I see one black Dodge truck here. I don't know what the colors of all the other 84 are.
But I mean, even if they only make them in so many colors,
right?
Sure.
It's still going to be a.
Yeah,
you'll have to do something to distinguish. Maybe an antenna ball.
Possibly.
There's an industry that's really fallen off, huh? Antenna balls. When's the last time you saw one of those?
When was the last time you saw an antenna?
That's the whole point of the procedure. That's cool.
There were a couple of NFL players who used to play for Utah hanging out yesterday, and they just said, "Can I still be on scholarship? Can I get a new truck?" Stuff like that. So there you go.
You had the story yesterday. You were saying in some cases, some of the players think they'll make more money staying in college because
Caleb Williams, who might become only the second player to win 2 Heisman trophies, he said he might stay in school next year. He'll make more money being quarterback for USC.
Right now, I want to feature something from comedian Dan Greeter that touches on the topic of college football. Back in the old days, when you got a Mercedes, it was under the table, if you will.
No, it was compensation for a job that a booster might have gotten you. Let's say polishing doorknobs around the town, something like that.
Yes, you have to do it one day a year for a full salary. Here he is.
It's Dan Greeter. Dan,
good morning.
Dan, how are you?
Good.
Dan, first off,
yes.
You're from Cleveland, but you went to school
at Ohio State.
How'd that go?
I loved it there. I'm a big football fan. I love college football. We should have a college football team. I was in Boston a couple months ago. I was turning around, I went down to Cambridge. I was walking the Harvard campus there, pretending. And and it dawned on me, Harvard, they didn't put anybody good in football, do they, Harvard? Huh? Ivy League, bunch of wimps. That Big Ten, Pac-10's big business. You got the football program. I know people may take a class or two.
Right.
As a Harvard, you get the school football game might break out on the weekend. I think if Harvard ever played like Ohio State in football, the play-by-play be something like, and Harvard's quarterback is dropped behind the line again for loss of 40. Harvard's man there, of course, is Chad Elmhurst. Chad is an academic All-American at Harvard, majored in physics with a minor in mathematics. And Bob, they tell me he's actually graduating a year early. And he's not going anywhere right now because he was flattened by Big Moose McCauley. Moose is a 6th-year redshirt freshman, majoring in scuba diving. And Bob, there's a nice shot in the stands of his wife and 5 kids. He drives a Lexus.
He drives a Lexus, Tom.
Dan Greeter. Dan has so many good stories. I want to say, is he one of 11 kids?
Yeah, his dad was a
veterinarian.
Mm-hmm.
And as a kid, he said, "Yeah, I had a cut in my leg, and my dad would be sewing me up, going, we're not going to the ER. I know how to fix a suture."
Wow.
But if you ever get a chance to see Dan, he is so funny. I know he's doing a lot of the ships these days.
I saw him in the ships, yeah.
Oh,
very
he's
funny.
a sweet guy.
Like Patty G. We're going to get another song out of Mr. Pat Gowan any second now.
I love singing.
You love singing? Is that what you just said?
I do.
But I think this next news story, if Chick will play along, involves a piano. And you have your piano, and you actually started playing piano, not on guitar.
It's a sports story.
Yeah.
It's a world record.
I know, so I just thought if you'd serve it up for Mr. Godwin.
Well, of course, Tom. If nothing, I'm a team player.
Stupid. Just the other team.
No, I just play defense. That's all. A teenager from Japan has broken the Guinness World Record for the most piano keys hit in 30 seconds. So apparently there doesn't have to be any sort of tune here.
You see, when I first read it, I thought, he's playing some melody very quickly and accurately. That would be interesting.
A 16-year-old Mr. Keita Hattori managed to hit a single piano key 484 times to earn the title in 30 seconds.
Ooh.
He also holds the record for the most single-stroke roll drum beats in a minute using drumsticks, 1,309, and the most single-stroke roll drum beats in 30 seconds using drumsticks, 659. Would you like to hear him hit a single piano key 484 times to earn the world record
Yes,
title?
I'd love to hear.
Well, here it is.
sounds like they're opening a sarcophagus in a horror movie.
Or a drill.
It's not musical at all.
No.
Can't take it.
It's a dumb record.
I thought Angry Young Man, that intro would have been the fastest. You know, when he does
Oh,
that.
yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Billy Joel, you remember
he
that?
hits that C. I can't do it. Yeah, the piano doesn't respond.
But just do it as quick as you can.
I can't. He hits the C and like with his finger, but it's on a Baldwin, a real piano, so he has the, but not an electric one.
Well, it's but this kid, it's non-musical. He doesn't, and I think isn't he using two fingers? I think he'd
have to be.
Going back and forth with.
He has to be
two index fingers. Now, this kid would be very popular if he could put those skills toward touching a woman in the right place. Wouldn't you agree, Christy?
Is this is this what you're talking about, Pat? Hopefully.
Yes. That's the fastest.
That's fast.
Is that just that's?
He's doing the C with his thumb and his finger. It's great.
Wow. That is amazing.
See, this is a song.
Yeah, and a good one, too.
Real good intro. Yeah, this is called The Prelude.
Oh, so nice. Hey, speaking of Billy Joel, do you have any Billy Joel tributes?
Yeah.
Well,
5 or 6, maybe.
He played Celery, remember? Where were
Just
you?
did
one.
Celery.
Okay, we'll dig up another one in a few minutes. Sorry to throw you a curveball there. Wow. So, yeah, that is a really dumb record. Well, I mean, that's the nature of the show, right? Yeah. Nothing, no skill.
I don't even think this can help it.
No.
Nope.
No.
That's just noise. That's what that is.
So he's not. I thought it was a child prodigy that could play quickly, and
no,
just some imbecile hitting a bunch of.
Just an imbecile.
Just a moron. Okay, I'm sorry. What else have you got over there?
That's sports.
That is?
Okay,
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yes.
Where
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
Uh-oh.
No, this is Boston. Never mind. Chick McGee. This is what you farted for.
That's what I farted for. Christy?
Well, we teased it earlier. Officials in a Canadian town say they may rename Harry Dick Road. Why, you ask? Well, as Chick mentioned, repeated thefts of the road sign. According to CBC, the road bears the name of Harry Dick. The Dick family has lived in a spot near Eganville for over a century. The township of Bon Cher Valley confirmed the signs are stolen about 4 times a year despite efforts to deter thieves. Now the officials will consider changing the name of the road. While the family is not pleased with the prospect of a name change, Harry Dick told the news organization, quote, "All I want is some peace and quietness." The township has tried greasing the steel pole to deter thieves and has reinforced the concrete at the base to prevent people from ripping out the whole thing. At a recent meeting, the township council even raised the possibility of welding the sign to its post. The Dicks said their grandson has considered electrifying the pole
Now
with
it's
a
getting
solar
interesting.
panel. But they recently installed a camera, hoping that will catch the thieves in the act. But it was stolen too.
I mean, Harry Dick Road, of course, no matter what they do, that's going to be wherever the nearest fraternity house is.
Maybe they should try changing it to Harry Dick Boulevard. Maybe that one.
It doesn't
Have you seen the
doesn't
sign?
have quite the same.
Yeah.
The cross street is the Mike Hunt Highway.
Oh, really?
Really?
Narrow highway, or is that a wide one?
That sounds
Used
like
to be
a
narrow.
cul-de-sac, possibly.
A cul-de-ball sack would be more appropriate. It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
His wife, Anita Dick.
Ooh.
Also.
Yeah.
Anita and Harry, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe you travel down far enough, you get to Fuzzy Cooter Lane.
Oh, gee.
What about, isn't it Fonda also a dick, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Fonda.
Yep.
They don't landscape it, they manscape right near the sign. There, Harry Dick. I want to remind everybody, we have a big show coming up. We're going to be in Wisconsin And we're not going to be just anywhere in Wisconsin.
No, that would
No.
be, I don't
Pick a city. We're in Boulder, Wisconsin.
You took it away from me, and you got mad. I don't have
Bowler, Wisconsin.
That's right, Boulder.
Strike.
We'll be in Bowler, Wisconsin, coming up on the 17th of November. It's a Friday morning, and we'll be at the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler. And you can come in and watch us do the show. It'll be fun. And that evening, 2 shows. It'll be Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskay, Willie G, yours truly, and Chick McGee. It should be a fun show. We sold out the first one already. Second show's on sale now. Information at North Star Casino Resort /entertainment. We will have, in the morning, we'll have as our special guests Duke Tomato and the Power Trio with the brass-to-mouth horns. So it'll be a lot of fun, and I hope you can join us. And, of course, that'll be broadcast on these airwaves. So we certainly look forward to that. While I'm at it, a couple of quick things. We have our Week 5 in our Pigskin Pick'em beginning this evening. And I want to say it's in Landover, Maryland. Is that right?
Yes.
The Chicago Bears.
The Washington football team are hosting the Chicago Bears.
The Bears are not doing well at all.
No, and Washington's just good enough to keep me interested.
But it's the first one in this week's Pick'em. So
I'm ripe for a heartbreak.
If you have time today. And by the way, you can. It's very interesting the way the Pigskin Pick'em works. If you you can log all those games on today, and then if you want to change one before the game starts, you can. You just go online, go to bobandtom.com/contest, and you can be part of the Pigskin Pick'em. We talked to our winner, Josh Casey, the winner of Week 4, our third winner in a row that has 2 first names. It was Craig Joseph, then Alex Virgil, and then Josh Casey. So we hope you can win.
He just had a baby, Carly Casey.
Yes.
Sweet. Nice guy.
And his wife, Tony Casey.
And he works in a cave.
He works in the cave, they call
He
it.
works in the cave, not a cave.
The cave.
What's the cave?
It's a distribution center.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And anyway, he was a real nice guy. We talked to him earlier this morning.
Well, let's not get carried away.
He's got himself a new Big Green Egg Mini Max. You could win one this week. It's just for fun. Log on to bobandtom.com/contest. Coming up in the news, we have Snoop Dogg getting Ed Sheeran really high.
Yeah.
And ladies, the G-spot has been located.
And stay away from bone smashing. We'll get to that.
Okay, of course. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Jeff Oskay.
Yes, sir.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Check, test. Okay, we're back.
You're working.
Okay, we've been having some technical issues, but I think we got them restored. It's good to be here back in the Bob and Tom program. Josh is fishing, so sitting in for Joshy, it's Jeff Oskay.
Not fishing currently.
Not fishing. Let's see. Did you introduce Patty G?
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Okay, everybody got worked in there? Okay, sorry. I was out of the room, but I'm back. I think we're.
I don't want to think about what you were doing just now.
Okay.
You were urinating, correct?
Yes, he was.
That's correct, yes.
Get that hog back in the pants, did you?
Everything's fine. I believe we're going to hook up with Willie G. Chicago is the place. Willie, hello.
Hey, Dad, how's that hog doing, man? You all right?
Willie, it's been an interesting morning. We've been having some technical issues, so we've been playing musical microphone chairs, but we're good. I think we're good. Everybody can hear me right now. I want to mention that Willie is going to be joining us in back here in the studio, but also at the North Star Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin, and we'll be going there on November 17th, as mentioned. You got a couple of other gigs coming up, but first let's talk about our weekend on the road. How did it go?
Man, it was great. Real quick, people have been writing me. I'm up in Chicago. People are saying, "Where are you? Are you okay? Your dad is losing his mind." You know, things like that. To be fair, though, they always have been sending the "you're losing your mind" one.
That's
but
true.
I'm here to tell you guys, I'm actually in Chicago. I'm up here taking classes to become a private eye. How exciting!
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm so jealous.
So what would your private eye name be, Willie?
Ooh, I don't know, because there's already private dick, and my name, Willie, is also another word for a penis.
Right.
So you can't go that way. Maybe like Smooth Will.
Oh, yeah.
Willie Hammett.
Willie Hammett.
Like the great Dashiell Hammett.
Who's Dashiell Hammett?
Liam Griswold. It's got to go that way if you're going to be a private investor.
Tom, seriously, who's Dashiell Hammett?
He's,
wrote some of the classics in the genre of noir. The San Francisco detective kind of thing.
Oh, I never read that kind of stuff.
He was an old Pinkerton's guy. Okay, yeah. Daschle, you don't hear that name much.
No, you don't.
Do you have a trench coat, Willie?
Yeah.
You're going to need a good trench coat.
I don't have a trench coat, but yesterday I went clothes shopping and I almost got like a super long pea coat.
Oh, yeah.
That'll work.
And then, I don't think, Chick, do you think I can pull off a pea coat?
Absolutely. No, absolutely.
Yeah.
You can.
I think as soon as I put the pea coat on, I'm Liam. I'm not Willie. Willie is too silly. Willie wears a Pacers windbreaker, and Liam wears a nice pea coat.
Yep, I think you're right.
Who are the most famous Willies?
Willie Mays, Willie Nelson,
Willie Stargell,
Willie Dixon.
Willie Dixon. Yeah, there's a couple of
Willies.
Are there
Willie
any?
Griswold, come on.
I mean, are there is there a Willie on the Supreme Court? Is there a distinguished?
There are plenty of dicks. No.
Yeah. Because when I named the children, when I had any input at all, I always used the Supreme Court test. Does this name sound like it would be a good Supreme Court justice? So William would be William Griswold.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, Judge Willie lacks a certain gravitas, don't you think, Willie?
No, yeah. Judge Willie sentences you to drinking Miller Lights in the garage while you watch football with your friends. Judge Willie is not a good judge. He's not impartial.
Oh, no, he's a fun judge. What are you talking about? He'd be a great judge.
Now, Willie, I know that you're doing a little betting on the side, and you have an unusual technique that involves the number 3, apparently. Can you explain this to me again?
It doesn't involve the number 3, but my favorite bet right now is, will one team score 3 unanswered times? So let's say this weekend the Bills score a touchdown, Jags get the ball, don't do anything. Bills score another touchdown, Jags get the ball, don't do anything. Bills score a field goal, Jags get the ball, don't do anything. Then my bet would hit if I selected yes. I selected no this weekend for the Colts game, and wouldn't you believe it, the Rams are apparently the best football team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Now, that's an interesting bet. Now, what does it pay if you put down, say, $10?
I don't know. I mean, it depends. But I think that was like bet 25 to win 70 or something.
Okay, because that'd be a good one. Do you think that's a pretty good one for this weekend?
You're asking me? I'm 10-20 on the year. What do you?
Yeah, but didn't you just pick the Bills?
I did pick the Bills. I think the Bills are out of control right now. They get this way every year, it seems like.
And Willie, I don't know if you heard this fun story about the Bills. The governor of New York has actually changed the liquor laws so that bars can open earlier, because the game is being played in London, so it'll be broadcast very early.
Kickoff 9:30 a.m.
The governor of New York State recognizes that Bills fans like to drink together. They like to have a party.
Who doesn't?
You think they'll do the butt luge there in London in the parking lot?
I don't think they'll. I think they'll do it in the parking lot of bars in Buffalo.
Well, they'll do it in Buffalo, sure, but they have to travel. Nobody travels like the Bills Mafia. You think they'd have to have those tables in the parking lot?
Yeah, do they have card tables in London?
They're going to break a card table in half in London.
I don't know how they live
cards?
over there.
I won't see it because it'll be in a pregame show. But you wait. They will have somebody out in the parking lot in London Sunday morning breaking those plastic tables.
Willie, have you ever done the butt luge?
No, Dad, I have never done the butt luge.
That's my boy.
I think he's lying.
Okay. Now,
no.
Oskay, have you done it?
No, I've not done the butt luge.
None of us are Bills fans. No offense to the Bills, but...
Chick, you might know this. Are buffalo wings a thing in London, England?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I don't think so. I know mushy peas and sticky toffee pudding. Yes. But that's all I know.
Okay. Now, speaking of being on the road in the NFL, Willie, you're on the road. You got some road gigs coming up. I know that. And everything good in the road for you?
Yeah, it's been great. Over the weekend, we did Don't Tell Cincinnati, which was actually at someone's home. It was like a super nice house in the suburbs. I felt like I was going to take prom pictures. I instinctively wanted to sneak in vodka and a water bottle. Dad, do you remember when we took prom pictures at my ex's house in high school?
A nice place.
Do you remember? It's a very nice place, and you were asking everyone to pose, and you go, now, fellas, everyone put one hand in the air, and then you go, make it very gay, and it killed.
Oh, my.
I still got those pictures.
It was 2011. Very different time. Do not do that at Sally's prom. They will not take the joke as well.
What was the point of that?
Just make them laugh so they look like they're having a great time, which they were having a great time. It was the prom. and it was very cool. A lot of fun. Now, Willie, are you going to be making any major bets this weekend? Have you decided yet?
I don't think so. I'm pretty excited about the Colts. They're leading the division in a 4-way tie at 2-2. Very exciting for me. And then this weekend, so the Jags are playing the Bills in London. I love the idea of a fan in London, like a casual NFL fan, watching the Jags beat the Falcons and then getting ready to tune in this week being like, oh, the Jags are the best team in the NFL. I'm putting $100 on the Jags. And then the Buffalo Bills come marching into town and defeat them like it's the War of 1812.
I'd be curious as to how many more folks in England bet than per capita than in the USA.
I think they have been crazy about betting for a long time.
It's a problem, right?
Right.
Over there?
They bet on all the time, like prime minister, who wins prime minister.
Yeah. But I wonder if it's more established. But I'm kind of wondering, I'd like to see the stats on how many of them are betting on the NFL, because as Willie is kind of pointing out, they don't have the years and years and years of experience. If we were, for example, betting on English soccer.
Right.
So,
but you could look at it as this. Me and Willie are in the same football league with Kostaki, and I know nothing about football, yet I am smoking Willie like it was a blunt. I am destroying him in the Kostaki league.
Wow.
You want to go toe-to-toe, old man? What the hell is this?
I'm
What are
in
you doing to me
fourth
right now?
place, son. Fourth.
What are you doing to me? I thought we were friends. Dude.
You're in triple digits, son. I'm in singles.
That's amazing.
That's because, you know what? Because I'm like Chick, man. I'm all heart. I'm all heart with these picks.
See?
Okay?
That's right.
That's why you're going to lose.
That's right. I'll hit him for you when we go up.
How's
here.
Kostaki doing in his own league?
He's in the top 10.
I don't care how he's doing as long as
But
he's
I'm
not
still
at the
beating
Super
him.
Bowl with me and Willie.
That's
coming
right.
up in February in Vegas.
Okay. Well, thanks, Willie. I know you got some gigs coming up. Those for next week?
I'm in Indianapolis at a Dab Lounge on Monday, and then on Wednesday I'll be in Louisville. And I actually have a quick quiz for you guys.
Oh, great.
Can I do that?
Right, yeah.
All right, so this is going to be dabs, crabs, or labs. And it's 3 questions, 3 answers.
Okay.
So number 1, this concentrated form of marijuana that you will legally be able to enjoy at my show in Indy on Monday is commonly called this.
A dab?
Yeah,
That's dabs. Right.
yeah,
You guys
yeah.
are. That's great. You guys are great at this quiz. Number 2, an equestrian named Jamie gave my dad this STI near DeLand, Florida in 1910.
We got a name now. We finally have a name.
I've never been there.
Thank you, Willie.
Never been happier to say this. Crabs. That's right.
We all know the
Yes,
answer
sir.
now.
Okay, final question. This word is often associated with experimenting.
Labs.
Honestly, that was in all of the above. I've experimented with dabs. I've experimented with crabs on spring. Truly, the only thing I've never experimented in is a lab, to be honest.
Okay. Thank you very much, Willie.
Thank you, guys.
We'll look forward to seeing you live and in person. You can check out Willie in Greater Chicago doing a bunch of gigs there.
Yeah.
And speaking of Louisville, our friend Justin Willman, the magician, is at the Brown Theater.
Oh, it's a lovely theater.
Coming up tomorrow night, right? That'll be a killer show. He's so great. So if you're anywhere near that, be sure to go see Louisville, Justin Willman at the Brown Theater. Now, let's get back to the action. We've got Christy coming up. Give me the teaser.
Coming up, we have bone smashing in the news. You don't want to do that, by the way. We have erectile dysfunction drugs being sold black market. And have you ever heard of a thing called moon bathing?
No.
Well, we're going to talk about it.
We'll find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is a message from sponsor Intuit TurboTax. Taxes was getting frustrated by your forms. Now, Taxes is uploading your forms with a snap, and a TurboTax expert will do your taxes for you. One who's backed by the latest tech, which cross-checks millions of data points for absolute accuracy, all of which makes it easy for you to get the most money back, guaranteed. Get an expert now at TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. See guaranteed details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
So good, so good, so good. New markdowns up to 70% off are at Nordstrom Rack stores now. Fresh kicks, spring tops, new dresses. There's always a score.
I mean, the denim section is unreal.
Why do I rack? All the dresses. I always find something amazing.
Head to your Nordstrom Rack store to find can't-miss deals on all the spring things. Great brands, great prices. That's why you rack.
Should have just let it go.
Oh, it's your
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Jeff Oskay.
Yes, sir.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
She's here. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, you're welcome.
It's great to have you here, Jess.
Thanks.
We always appreciate your participation in the Bob and Tom program. And I know you're very busy behind the scenes, but now you're part of the scene. You're here.
Okay.
Glad to have you here.
I'm here.
Actually, she wants to talk to you
What?
about the...
No. What are you doing?
Her phone etiquette. You never got to that time.
I know. I wanted to ask her about that.
That's what I
is it?
thought.
What about
Well, she's
phone
in
etiquette?
trouble for her phone message. aren't
Oh,
you?
I have people that hate my outgoing voicemail. They say it's aggressive and rude.
Let's hear it. What does it say?
It says, you've reached Jess. I'm screening my calls. If you don't leave a message and I don't have your phone number saved, I will not return your call. The best way to get a hold of me is via text. That's what it says.
Okay.
That doesn't sound that bad.
That sounds like
Well,
today.
Well,
Normal?
There's a lot of people that just think I'm aggressive, I guess, in general. So, yeah.
Maybe
my approach is aggressive.
Some people word that, they'll say, "Hi, this is Jess. It's a friendly reminder."
Yeah.
You know, it's like when you call those things and they go, "Your call is important to us."
Right.
If it's that important, why am I going to be on hold for 74 minutes?
Right. I'm really discouraging people from leaving a message. I just don't like it.
See, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's what this whole phone etiquette thing is about. It was in the Washington Post. Christy, do you remember the story?
Yeah, they are saying that to leave a voicemail is just old school taboo. You should always text someone first and say, "May I call you?" or "Can you give me a call?" and not even bother calling someone. You don't even cold call anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
And this sort of falls across generational lines.
Sure.
Yes.
Do you know there's a etiquette to if you're texting with someone and then you call that person while you're texting them? That's considered
That's rude.
a broach. You don't do it, Tom.
Oh, yeah, you do when you start texting the...
It's too much.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to call you because I can't take this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not going to write this all out.
I don't think you're supposed to do that. If you start off a phone call, you're fine. You don't go to text.
No, yeah.
But
No,
if
but-
you start texting, you end it with texting.
But I think the rule is, let's just say I send a text message to Ace.
Uh-huh.
And then he calls me.
Ace, don't hurt me, Tom.
You can't leave me a voicemail. My voicemail's not set up, so.
Yeah. I know a lot of people that just don't set them up. You don't have the choice.
I do a little song I sing every time.
Do you really?
How does it go, Pat?
Oh, you want to hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I assume that's what you were fishing for there.
I'm not available right now. Thank you for calling. I've made some changes in my life to keep from falling apart. So please leave a message at the sound of the beep, 'cause I'm away from my phone or fast asleep. And if I don't return your call, you're one of the changes. That's all.
See, that's great.
I like it.
Here's the actual article from etiquette expert Lizzie Post.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I don't know. Is it?
I think that's what in the Washington Post. I'm
Lizzie
sorry.
Post? That's pretty
Sorry, that was a
convenient.
typo. Excuse me. Sorry, I apologize.
You don't want to kill the parents with a hatchet?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
87 wax.
I'm scrambling today. Heather Kelly advises against leaving voice mails, and this is in the Washington Post. She says they're relics of the days before text messaging. But again, there's another distinction I was trying to make earlier. If I text you a message about something, don't call me back unless the message says call me.
Right. And you also have an unspoken time limit. Like, call me at your convenience is not call me at your convenience.
No.
Because if you wait longer than an hour, he
Right.
won't answer your call.
Yeah.
He'll be passive aggressive.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And also a time limit how long I'm going to talk to you. And I know I reached out for you to call me. You've got about 30 seconds to get to the point.
And I don't know if it's just me, but I think it might be that whenever we're on the phone together, you want to hang up that second.
Yeah, I hate being on the phone.
Yes, I
well,
can
then
tell
why do
that.
you call people?
It's required by law.
Oh.
But also, I do not like to talk on the phone if there's anyone else in the room, no matter what the circumstance.
Exactly.
He doesn't like to talk on the phone. He doesn't like
If
to
I'm with you doing
people
something and my
see
phone
me.
rings, doesn't matter who it is, I leave the room.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
don't you?
that's polite.
I just hate it when someone goes, "Who was that? What were you talking about?"
Oh, boy.
Why'd they call you?
Yeah, well.
My mom will call my phone. I send it to voicemail. She will then leave a voicemail and then text me, "Hey, I left you a voicemail on your voicemail." I'm like, "Oh, that's adorable."
Yeah.
But no, the one thing this
That
article
sounds like something you do, Tom.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Yeah.
No, I very rarely leave voicemails. Every once in a while, but this says it's okay to leave a voicemail by these etiquette standards if you think it's someone who would want to hear your voice. So, like when my mom would call me when she was alive, it would be very weird if she called me now.
Yeah, it would.
She would leave me a sweet voicemail, and
Yeah.
I've saved a bunch of those.
I have too. A lot of my voicemails, I wish people would leave more voicemails so I had updated versions of their voice. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I want to save them so I can listen to them when they're dead.
I mean, your voice changes.
Yikes.
I mean, remember the first time you did a skit for us?
Oh, leave her alone.
I actually am. My voice a long time ago too is on the voicemail for the 1-800 buy this or what was our
that was our number, yeah.
yeah, and it's and
March.
yeah, and apparently there was a staff meeting where everybody was trying to figure out who it was, and it was little baby me.
So we're on the same page here. You do not leave voicemails.
Sometimes, like for my kids, I do. I'll leave them voicemails, like if
Well, that's because you can change the tone of it.
yeah, and yeah,
You can be
Without
much more.
revealing too much, she has left a voicemail that sounds exactly like this. Okay? Click. Oh. Okay. Click. Oh, that's the message.
You're not answering the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
love it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's what you're going to do.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
how it's going to
That's how you're going to
Yeah,
play
I
it.
do that a lot.
Yeah, that's okay.
According to this this particular article about this does fall under certain age groups.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
The young kids don't talk to people on the phone.
It says if you're under 25, the new etiquette is text, never call.
Never call. And those kids can't make doctor's
Oh,
appointments.
my
They can't-
daughter,
yeah,
I
no.
told her to call. She's like, "I can't go into work today." I go, "Just call in." She goes, no. And I'm like, "No, just call, pick up the phone and go, no, I can't text." I'm like, "No, you have to."
We're raising a bunch of weenies.
I know.
That's true.
Jesus.
So in any event, is there a similar etiquette for doorbell?
Do you guys have doorbells or do you
I
all
don't.
have rings?
I don't even have I have
My
nothing.
news have a really cool doorbell. I don't even know where
We
it
don't
is.
have a doorbell or a ring.
Me either.
You just have to knock on our door.
Yeah,
a lot
and
of
then I
knocking.
usually don't answer anyway.
But
Yeah,
there's
my doorbell's broken.
I get
so-
served
Wait,
paper. I
what
get
do you-
served papers like that a lot.
Oh yeah.
They
Stick
knock
them
on the
between
door.
the.
Yeah.
You ever run up and ring a doorbell and then run and dive in the ditch? You ever do that?
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Ding dong ditch.
Ding dong ditch.
Yeah.
Oh, we played that as a kid, didn't we?
Now, coming up,
Rings killed
we have
that.
a report from Fuzzy Cooter.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. That's a
Oh,
miss.
my
That's
gosh.
the wrong thing. I want to say real quick. I mentioned Justin Willman, the magician, who was our guest the other day. He's going to be at the Brown Theater in Louisville coming up Friday night, and then at the James K. Polk Theater in Nashville on Saturday. If you get a chance, I'm telling you, it's one of the greatest shows I have ever seen. This guy is so funny and so great, and anybody can go see it. I took my little kids to it, and they loved it. And of course, at the time, whatever, was she 4 years old, 5 years old? She's going, "I know how he did that one, Daddy." yeah. He had the pig in his hat.
Gee, I wonder where she got that
Thanks.
attitude.
Yeah, no joke.
Right now, I'll remind you, we got Al Jackson, comedian, coming up, one of my favorite human beings. He'll tell us about his phone etiquette. And we also have a
Because
great...
you know it's going to be different.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Has he been like this all morning?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a wild morning.
His new name, his detective name is Dick Hammer. Dick Hammer, Private Eye.
That's right.
We're talking about the fall, and we're all busier than ever in the fall, and the folks at HelloFresh know that. That's why they've gone out of their way to make your life easier.
The fall and the folks and the food.
Yeah,
The fall, the folks, and the food. And we're talking about the 15-minute meals from HelloFresh. What is HelloFresh? Well, it's the #1 meal kit in the USA. What is a meal kit? Well, they do the grocery shopping. They get the freshest of ingredients. They box them up and send them to you. And, oh, by the way, they've done all the measuring. So you just put it together, and you've got restaurant-quality food. You've saved a bunch of money, saved a ton of time. And, Christy Lee, you got one over there you're working?
Yeah, the beef flauta supreme. It only took 5 minutes to prep it, 30 minutes to cook, and 4 easy steps. Check that out. Look at these beautiful cards. You can keep them. You can save them.
You can trade them.
You could trade them. That's right. But you can make
right.
great fresh food right there.
And my contention is the photographs are so useful. Yes. I mean, I know you know the difference between a pomegranate and a pumpkin.
But I don't know how to chop parsnips. I didn't know.
Well, it'll tell you. That's the beauty of this. Also, they have the fabulous special HelloFresh Market where, among other things, you can get the mini pumpkin cheesecake. So how do you deal with all this? Well, it's real simple. You go to use the code. That code is 50BT-SHOW at HelloFresh.com/50BT-SHOW. That's 50BT-SHOW, like 50BT-SHOW. HelloFresh.com/50BT-SHOW. All kinds of food, 40 options every week. If you're a vegan, they got you covered. If you just want good old-fashioned comfort food, they've got you covered, and you're going to save a bunch of money. And also a lot less food waste, and that's really important in our culture today. Tell our friends at HelloFresh we said hello. HelloFresh.com/50BT-SHOW. Coming up, we've got a new way to stalk somebody.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know. And Ed Sheeran hanging out with Snoop Dogg. Uh-oh. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Whether it's a movie night or just midday, Skinny Pop is a salty snack that keeps on giving. Made with just 3 simple ingredients for an irresistibly delicious taste and a large serving size that lasts. Deliciously popped, perfectly salted. Skinny Pop, popular for a reason. Shop Skinny Pop now.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. It's tax season, and we're all a bit tired of numbers. But here's one you need to hear. $16.5 billion. That's how much the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it. Guaranteed. Save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Yeah.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Good morning. There's Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey.
There's Jeff Oskay.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Josh Arnold's in a fishing tournament.
Nobody cares.
So we...
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Did I say that out loud?
So we have our handsome friend Jeff Oskay here with us.
We're busting
And
balls.
speaking of handsome, if the electronic gods are with us, there he is.
Yes.
Oh, hello.
Oh my gosh, I like those glasses.
Oh,
Are you welding this afternoon?
Oh, geez.
First of all, welders make great money. I'd be totally down. They do.
Is that
welders,
a vintage Chicago Bears shirt? Is that what that is? That what
no,
that is?
this is an original. Before the Rockies were a professional team, I guess they had like a semi-pro team here.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of transitioned a little bit and tried to keep it. So this is like the semi-pro team. I think the Rockies are 30 years old now, so yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
We're joined by comedian Al Jackson. Al is one of my favorite human beings. He is featured on the Daily Blast Live. Al is a studious sort. They don't really let him let loose as much as I'd like them to on the Daily Blast Live. Maybe
we're going to hire you as an executive producer. I want you to come in and we're going to loosen everything up. Tom's that coach that like comes in like, hey, I'm going to let the players really take advantage of the team. Next thing you know, there's 3 hookers on the bench instead of your power forward.
A little bit of razzle dazzle. Are you ever during the show? Do you ever? You're talking something fairly serious. Do you ever think of a great joke and just go, God, I wish I could say this?
Oh my goodness, yes. You know what? I just think. It's not even, honestly, they don't tell us to say or not say anything. You know what I'm concerned about more than anything when I'm talking is just, I don't want to hear there's so much, there's like every pocket of the internet just has like, you can't make a joke about this. You can't make, because everybody's got a mafia. if you talk like we've been talking about Taylor Swift, like everybody has to now because she is the epicenter of the universe. I don't care, but apparently we cannot have a conversation without her. But if you talk crazy about Taylor Swift, like her Swifties will take your life apart.
Yeah.
Like they are, I don't think people really understand. Like they're when they say that people have armies, like their fans will destroy your web presence. They'll find old photos of you. They'll dox where your kids go to elementary school. Like it's really because the internet pulls in fans, like fans of Bob and Tom, but it also pulls in what I said. The people that used to, in 1977, they would have just been a guy that died in his apartment in New York City, and then they would find like 1,700 spiral notebooks talking about how he was actually President Nixon or something crazy. Like now that guy has a platform. He used to just be in his, so all the insane people have united, and you know it just leads to you just thinking, if I say that I prefer Burger King over McDonald's, do I want to get 9,000 emails? Well, must be nice, Mr. Television. Sir, we all die at the end of this. Can we laugh a little bit? So I love this show. I just love to just talk with regular people. I'm so over everybody's like, I'm part of the Taylor Swift nation, and you're not. You're on your keyboard. Go.
Now, so part two of my question is, so the Daily Blast Live, you do a lot of serious topics. You have a little bit of fun. But if you ever, in the middle of your thing, you think of some great joke, and you go, God, I wish because that's really funny. I got to remember that for later. Then the break ends, and you go, oh, wait a minute. What was I going to say? And you forget the joke?
Yes. You'll do that, or you'll just go, man, I should have just gone for it. Because my boss, Burt Dubrow, he started Jerry Springer. He was the EP on that. He was the EP on Sally Jesse Raphael. My boss is an old school, like the old school, like Jewish executive producer that just like he loves and consumes entertainment, and he loves, for me, he's like, go for it, dude. He loves comedy. He's like he at night he watches like old Johnny Carson's and just breaks down he's like a fan of television and comedy. He would never tell me not to say anything. It's just it's so weird. It's not your boss anymore. It's the viewers that kind of make you hold back because I don't want to offend.
Now, I'll give you a real quick thing. I'm good friends with Haywood Banks.
Yeah, and shout out. He's the mayor, right?
Every once in a while, Haywood Banks will call me up with a really... he's the comedian. He'll call me up.
Did you say you were friends with Haywood Banks?
Yeah, he did.
And meant it. Did you
like
mean it
we
to
didn't
be
know.
Like a brag?
Yeah.
No, I'm telling Al a story.
Okay, all right.
But Haywood, as you know, has the cleanest act in showbiz. Haywood could play he could play a Jewish temple, an Islamic gathering, whatever that would be, or a Baptist church. But every once in a while, Haywood will call me with an incredibly dirty joke or premise, going, "Oh God, I can't do this," but you can.
Tell someone.
Tom, you're a degenerate. You should try this premise.
Now, Al, we were talking about something, and you guys may have touched on this in the Daily Blast Live. If you did, I didn't see that episode, which is this whole thing about phone etiquette.
We did talk about that. I was really fascinated with that topic. I love that. What do you guys think?
Well, I think it's true.
Yeah.
A couple different rules, but for apparently everyone under 25, you never call anyone cold. You just don't phone them. You text, and you don't leave voicemails anymore.
I don't leave voicemails just because I know people won't listen to them. But everybody's communication style is different. Like, I don't leave voicemails, but if we're being honest, I don't know about y'all, I don't really check my voicemails. Is that weird?
I don't check mine.
I cut mine off.
Well, now you can read them, so I don't listen to them. I just read them and then delete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back in the day, I used to have my own 800 number. Remember that? I had an 800 voicemail number.
That
you never answered it.
No, that was the whole
point. And you never reviewed it.
I reviewed it. I'd get in the car and listen to it.
You would.
Oh, really? Did you ever call anybody back?
I doubt it, but the point is...
you guys remember, like, original phone etiquette, though? Like, my grandmother was so old school with it, Tom. My grandmother from Shaker Heights, she was, like, the last to get call waiting. because from her generation, it was disrespectful to be talking to, someone and say, oh, somebody else is calling and they're more important than you.
Yeah.
Like if we're on the phone, we're on the phone.
Or did you have to do this when you'd answer the phone? Lee residence, Christy speaking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Al, do you know about?
We had to do that.
Do you know about party lines?
Oh my
Anybody
God.
old enough? Anybody old
Oh
enough?
yeah, we had a party line at the farm at my grandmother's house. Yes,
My mother had a party line.
You know what a party line is, Mr. Oskay?
A bunch of people sharing the same phone line.
Yeah. So if it was two rings, it was like ring, 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 ring.
Yep.
That'd be Chip Ironside next door. If it was one ring, it would be us.
You live next to Raymond Burr?
Yeah.
No kidding.
That was up in Harbor Springs, absolutely.
Huh.
Yeah,
Now,
but
were party lines the original kind of I wouldn't even say Tinder, but like people did meet on those.
Yeah.
Like
Really?
if you would, so like I mean, was that like the almost like the prehistoric dinosaur bones of just like meeting randos and then meeting them in real life?
well, you could listen. If it was two rings and you were one, you could pick up and listen to the conversation.
You know what? I've heard a lot of guys say the word rando, but no one says it like Al Jackson.
And Al
rando.
taught me rando. Well, Al, we'll get away from phone etiquette, and we will move on to words that I need to be informed of. What have we got?
Oh, Tom, we've got words and phrases this week. So let's kick it off. Tom, if somebody said, come on, dude, you know the rules, no parking. What would they be referencing to? What would they be saying to you? If Chicky looked at you and was like, hey, Tom, dude, no parking here.
That means that woman that he's talking to is yours, and you got to go away, and I'm taking back over.
You're pretty close. That's
No
not
kidding.
exactly it. But Chick, I'm so shocked that you got that. I thought you were going to say on the dance floor.
No parking on the dance floor. Yeah.
Oh, so that
Tom,
means
explore that thought.
Okay, so that means if Ace were dancing with Kelly, I'd walk up, hey, Ace, no parking. She's mine on the dance floor. Then I would go into one of my boogaloo or frug moves.
Yeah, that'll.
Did I get it right?
You know what? I will absolutely, because I was so sure that this is the only phrase we were going to get to, because the way that I use it, it's more in theory. You're doing like a physical, like if you guys are both there. With no parking would be like if I told you, hey Tom, I just want to let you know I'm really into Christy Lee. Like I'm just scared to ask her out, but man, she's the total woman. And if you had feelings for Christy Lee and you wanted to ask her out, but I told you I like her, bro code, you're going to back off and let me at least shoot my shot.
Mm-hmm.
But if I don't shoot my shot, now I'm just kind of parking on it because you feel weird approaching her, but I'm not doing anything. So like you might tell, Chicky, like, look, I like Christy Lee too. And Al is straight parking right now. Like, should I just usurp him?
Wow.
No, and I would tell Tom, you go over and tell Christy that she's either going to go out with you or you're going to fire her.
That's good old days.
That's a good old days. Yeah.
And by the way, no backup parking. That's what I heard. So I think I got it wrong. I will not take a win on that one.
No. I give you credit for that. And I did want to throw a quick question at you guys because it's in the audience, because it's a very there's no direct answer, but my friend and I were talking. We have just these weird, deep conversations, and I asked him, when do you think that we went from the old world of entertainment, which we all kind of were, into the new one? Because I feel like comedy clubs, the radio, podcasts, everything was kind of loose until like maybe 2017 or 18, and then it just got really ratcheted up. Like I remember like what we used to go on in comedy clubs and how people interact, and now it's very corporate. And I don't know if that's because a lot of people got fired, but like when do you feel like you couldn't get away with as much?
It's cancel culture. Well, you mentioned it before.
Yes.
It's out there now. I mean, you can't do any accents anymore. I mean,
right. And Tom is living.
I've never heard anyone say anything more wistful in my life.
Oh, I miss the accent.
Well, Tom, my argument to that.
Remember that one accent? You could bring your eyes into it too.
The good old days.
I walked into the place where I get my mail, and there was a guy losing his mind screaming, and he happened to be of a specific ethnic heritage, and it was hilarious. Sorry. It was funny.
Tom, and here's my issue with not being able to do accents, and it's what you just said now because you have to protect your job. There is nothing wrong with having an accent. There is nothing like there's this whole thing where like people were like, "Can you dress like a mariachi band player for Halloween?" And it's like, "Oh, that's wrong. It's cultural appropriation." I'm like, first of all, mariachi bands are dope. The uniforms are dope, and I'm trying to show homage. Like I think my girl competed professionally in mariachi, and it's like, but if I'm a different ethnicity, I can't show. Could I dress up like the Beefeaters in front of the London Tower? Yes. So what are we doing? We're just like eliminating mariachi from our. We don't say it because we don't want to get in trouble. Like whatever ethnicity you're describing. It's not a bad thing that they had an accent. The person that's allowing you not to do that, as long as it's not mocking them just for having it, I don't have a problem with it. It's a way to erase people that you deem that whoever the PC police deem is different.
So
why can't you wear a mariachi for Halloween? I love it. I think it's
so. What you're saying is you could go as mariachi Barbie. And
you absolutely, that's so crazy, Tom. As long as you throw Barbie in there, it's not. That's so crazy.
Oh, look, it's Black Barbie Mariachi Al.
And everybody's like,
now you're safe.
They threw a little Barbie in there.
Al, you got to tell me, you got a new album out there, and how does one access
Mariachi Barbie?
No, I like that. No, it's Ernest.
It's called In Earnest.
In Earnest.
Yes.
Where does one get it, Al?
And you can get it anywhere that you get your music streamed from, Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes. I don't need to go through all of them, but yes, anywhere where you get your music,
In Earnest.
You can find them in Earnest. You can find it on my website, Al Jackson Live.
We have time for one more quick word or phrase. Al, go.
Tom, that word is liquid. What does that mean?
Liquid. Well, I know fluid would mean like gender fluidity. Is currently a thing.
That's kind of fluidity.
Is liquid? Is it referring to anything that actually is liquid? Is this a?
No, it's a figure of speech. So let's just say you and my man Chick here hanging out after the show, a little late night, 11:30, which is late for y'all. And you just turn and say, "How are you feeling?" Man, I am liquid right now. What would you be saying to him?
Did they get this from Bruce Lee because he said "be like water" or something like that? Is that you're supposed to be cool, liquid?
I think does it mean that your musculature is giving up? You're so tired.
I'm just like a big blob.
Yes, it's like there's no bones left to you.
Yeah, maybe some things
just
that,
loose and tired.
Drink just make you but it's like not even tired. You're just like going with the flow, baby. Very music festival. 4 p.m. The big act's not on, but whatever you took at 10 o'clock is kicking in.
Liquid. So even though you're taking, say, a gummy, you're not actually drinking alcohol. So the liquidity that you're experiencing is not from liquid, ironically.
Right.
I got it.
There you go, Tom.
Boy, do it, you have it. Oh, man.
For those of you who speak fluent, Tom, he does have it.
Yes, he does.
Hell, I haven't been liquid in about 15 years, as far as I can tell. I'm too busy.
That ends tonight.
Yeah, no joke. You're overdue, dude.
It's a school night, Al. Big show tomorrow.
Liquid.
Al Jackson's one of my favorite human beings, and I'm not kidding. Yes. You can see Al in the Daily Blast Live. Whenever I watch Al, I always think you're just itching to go, "All right, bitch, let me tell you something."
He has to work with her.
I know, but I'm just saying. I just sometimes I can just see him just trying to hold back.
Tom, I'll tell you this before I run. My co-hosts are our age. They're like us. They're like, dude, what is this? There's a lot of the PC police are younger. Like my co-hosts are like, they're not PC at all. Trust me.
Could you do a thing where you put on those giant boxing gloves and take on one of those ladies in the ring?
Oh, a little foxy boxing? I'm here for that.
I think that's also illegal. Thank you, Al. It's always a great pleasure.
Bye, Al.
So funny. Now, what do we have going on?
Hey, you tell us. You're the captain.
Mics are on.
Steven Singer.
Oh, I know about Steven. I was going to say, coming up, Pat's going to do that song for us, that Billy Joel tribute you promised.
Oh, did I promise that?
Yes, you did.
I'm all out of Billy Joel.
We'll see.
I got one.
Okay.
You said you had 6 Billy Joel songs.
I lied. You know me.
That's true.
Hey, this isn't date night. Steven Singer, Jules. Wait a minute, Patsy. This is what you need to do right now. go get a diamond. Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven Singer, his main deal, of course, is real, earthborn, natural diamonds. And Steven Singer's got a thing for them. And you can check them all out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. What is unusual is Steven's distaste for the lab-grown diamonds. He's backed up by the FTC. The Federal Trade Commission strongly enforces language used about diamonds. When the word diamond is used, it can only refer to a natural diamond, like I talked about before, the earth-born diamonds. It's not about the chemical makeup that makes up a diamond. You know, it's not. It's about the rarity and natural beauty of a real diamond. Find out about real diamonds. Oh, by the way, if you grab one of those real diamonds from Steven Singer, he'll hand you for free one of those lab-grown laboratory Franken gems. Steven has never sold those things. He sells the real thing. Find out what I'm talking about by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. The diamond season, of course, is all seasons. A diamond for all seasons, starring Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com. Learn about his great shipping and very, very quick shipping to you and his great guarantee about upgrading that diamond. Maybe a year from now you want an even bigger one, you'll get full value. IHateStevenSinger.com. Also, coming up, Ed Sheeran gets high. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP and get your Bob and Tom fix 24/7. Get all the info in the VIP area at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
Refusing to sing, is that right?
Oh, I
Is that
got
what we're on?
something.
Okay.
I'm about to demand a song.
There's Jeff
boy.
Oskay. There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
Josh Arnold on vacay. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Coming up, we're going to be doing this show Friday, November 17th, that morning live from Bowler, Wisconsin.
I have a fishing request for Pat in honor of Josh. Can we hear your hit "Fishing Worms"?
You son of a... You know what you're doing.
That's a Haywood song.
Oh, my bad.
Whoops.
I could do Beer Run.
Your other hit.
I'm always asked for it.
Did anybody else catch that that Al got Haywood and Drew Hastings mixed
Yeah,
up?
the mayor issue, yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah, Haywood, he's a mayor."
Yeah.
No.
That's okay. But now
I would love to see Haywood be a mayor.
I know, that's
Yeah.
what I thought. I didn't know if he was running or not.
We could all have own free chickens. And,
that would be great.
Turkeys.
Friday morning, November 17th, we will be doing this show from the North Star Mohican Casino Resort in Bowler, Wisconsin.
You think so, huh?
2 live shows that
Yeah.
night. For ticket information, North Star Casino Resort /entertainment. One of those on stage will be Pat Godwin.
Oh, boy.
Now, Pat, you promised you had some Billy Joel knockoffs for us this
I
morning.
was kidding. I could do something for you.
What do you want to do?
Let me think. Yesterday's meeting, this came up. Here we go.
It
Yesterday's
did?
meeting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a guitar song.
Yeah.
Oh, your head was stuck down in a toilet bowl. You said that you just had a cold. But after 5 full hours of throwing up, it finally got old. Then your butt exploded and your head's on fire. Stuff's coming out of both ends.
It's too bloody to see.
You should have listened and took the advice from all your friends. No, you didn't get your flu shot, did ya? $30 at CVS. You didn't get your flu shot, did ya? And you shot it in your dress. You got yourself you asked for it. You got yourself a nasty fever and dreams that keep you up all night. You're gonna get influenza because you didn't get your flu shot, did you? Oh.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the best I could do.
That was great.
Thank you.
We had an argument about flu shots yesterday at the meeting. That's
Yes.
Boy, what a
who
great
was
topic
arguing?
to bring that up. That's a good
We
job.
weren't arguing. We were just telling when it was going to be.
Oh,
I know what it was because people were saying, "Oh, you get a really bad reaction," and some
Oh,
people
yeah.
do, some people don't. It's very
Talk to a medical professional. I want to say a special thanks to. This is a funny thing. I was taking my 7-year-old daughter to. We went over to CVS to try to find some Halloween glue-on nails.
Yeah.
And so we're in there. We walked around for 20 minutes, couldn't find them. And I finally asked
20
her.
minutes.
Oh, we were there for a long time.
All
Because
right.
she was not going to get it. Finally, I went up to someone. I didn't want to. Hey, could you help me find? And these two guys dropped what they were doing, and we finally found them. But they went so far out of their way to be helpful.
Oh.
It was just so sweet.
That's nice.
Someone just really, sure, we'll help you, mister. And it was just great.
mister.
Yeah. It was terrific. Thank you. So I want to thank the two gents from CVS. And we found the nails.
Oh, good.
We had to buy 2 packs because she.
Why do I have a feeling they didn't work there?
Yeah.
They
Probably not.
He just saw 2 guys walking around with baskets. He probably
sorry, I'm
does
late
some
for lunch. Some weirdo asked me to help.
Now, remember, the opposite happened. I was at Home Depot, dressed in my usual khaki shirt.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Some old lady came up. She was trying to buy
I'm surprised this doesn't
Christmas
happen
lights.
all the time.
So I went over and we spent 10 minutes picking out some Christmas lights.
That's great.
Yeah, it was fun. She didn't. I wasn't going to say. I didn't work here.
You dated her for a while, didn't you?
No.
Are you kidding? Old lady?
Oh, boy.
First of all, watch your mouth. Secondly, I don't know. Just try to be.
That was great, Pat.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed that. Can we do your other Billy Joel tribute again next hour?
Which one?
About celery. I really love that.
Billy
For the third time in
Did
2
Billy
days?
Joel call you yesterday?
Did he die?
Yeah.
What
Is there a
happened?
royalty issue?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I love Billy.
I love Billy Joel.
Speaking of old people, a man in Florida is facing charges for allegedly stockpiling erectile dysfunction medications with the intent to distribute. Federal prosecutors say Reginald Kinser had more than $1,800 in ED drugs.
I am Reginald Kinser.
The 77-year-old obtained the drugs without a
77.
prescription from a licensed doctor and is accused of planning to distribute the drugs locally and outside of Florida. Did I say he lives in the Villages? Kinser faces up to a year in federal prison and has a fine faced of up to $10,000.
What's the name of that document? Heaven on Earth or
Oh,
something?
it's
so good.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
There's a guy there who is like the Lothario, if you will. He goes from girl to girl.
Like
woman
a
to
nomad,
woman.
really.
They tie special ribbons on their golf carts to signal what they're into, and it's
The
something
Villages
really good,
is where we should start doing the show. That's all there is.
Lots of STDs.
Yes.
I think Allie does some shows down
I have
there.
high school friends in the village.
I have high school friends in the Villages
really?
too.
Here's what I don't.
Absolutely.
I don't understand. Why would you? I don't understand the illegal sale of a legal drug. Why would you want to have a black market for
cheaper, probably?
erectile
maybe
dysfunction?
cheaper, or there are some people that can't get the erectile dysfunction drug because they have heart condition, or
They go for like $30, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this guy, so let me get a straight. This guy could technically go to jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
He'd be doing hard time.
Yes.
It was better when he sat over here.
It's I don't know. It's not as cool as going, hey, yeah, my Coke dealer's stopping by. Yeah, my Viagra dealer's going to stop by. You might want to.
What's the street
Bone
term?
up.
Yeah, what's the street term for Viagra?
Uncle Dick.
The blue pill?
Boner Town.
Blue pill.
Uncle Dick, I love that.
Big Daddy Balls.
We used to have a guy
Probably.
that we talked to all the time who called
I
himself
love this.
Uncle Dick.
Coming up with
yeah, he was a billboard
names for drugs.
That we need to find out what the street term is for. What is it? What are the three big ones? Levitra, Viagra, and Cialis.
The one our buddy worked on, here at Lily.
Yeah.
Check
So
the local listings.
Maybe it's called Lily, Mr. Lily.
So what is the place where this guy was peddling the drugs?
The Villages in Florida.
It's the biggest
in the-
retirement community in the country.
It's in the north central part of Florida.
I would think that Viagra would come with the HOA pamphlet.
You think so? Is there a girls Viagra?
No, but I have heard that Viagra will work with
Yeah.
on like 40% of women.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It gives them a.
Well, it's a
lady.
It opens your blood vessels. It's going to open your
Okay.
blood vessels, whether
Right.
you're a man
All
or
right.
a woman.
All right, here we go. Blue Bomber.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
How about that? Hammerheading. Love Filter, pH. Magic Instrument, Magic Potion, Niagara, Party and Play, Sextasy, Stim, Stimulant, Tina.
Tina?
Vasodilator.
No, don't ask for Tina.
Viagra Palm.
She'll charge you more.
Okay. All right.
There you go.
Well, speaking of that topic that you just mentioned, we have G-spots or the G spot in the news.
Doesn't exist.
Well, you're going to find out that may not be the case.
Oh, okay.
So maybe you didn't never find one, but somebody did.
You didn't never find one.
You didn't never find one.
Let me tell you something. You've been around there looking for that forever. You didn't never find it.
I know, because
what's happening?
Get on your John Deere, you'd never
my
not
sister
find her.
My sister done told me. That chick.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
The only liquor he
I
gets
just
is
wanted us to be related.
the only liquor he knows about's the kind you drink.
Oh, God.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next.
Look around. You can find cars like these on AutoTrader, like that car riding your tail. Or if you're tailgating right now, all those cars doubling as kitchens and living rooms are on AutoTrader too. Are you working out and listening to this ad at the same time? Well, multitasking pro, cars like the ones in the gym parking lot are for sale on AutoTrader. New cars, used cars, electric cars, maybe even flying cars. Okay, no flying cars, but as soon as they get invented, they'll be on AutoTrader. Just you wait. AutoTrader.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi, Chick.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
2 days out of the last 7, you've spilled coffee on yourself, Pat.
It's true.
Why?
An idiot.
Out of.
Don't say that. There are no idiots. You're just distracted.
No, you're an idiot.
Can we talk about Pat's glow up?
There's Jeff Oskay.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hi.
Pat's glow up coming up. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
Well, thank you very much.
Let's talk about Pat's glow up.
Before we do, a couple quick things.
That's good, right?
The pigskin pick'em competition begins again. This is officially week 5. It starts tonight with the Reds. I mean what are the Commandos?
Commanders.
The Commanders.
The
They're hosting the Chicago Bears.
You know what? Words hurt, Tom. You know that?
Look how much joy he gets out of making fun of you.
Oh, I know. It's his bread and butter.
You can win the Big Green Egg Mini Max just like Josh Casey. Pittsburgh, Kansas, he won week 4. Your shot begins tonight. It's a clean slate. Just pick the winners. Don't even worry about the spread. Have some fun. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Right now, before we get to Pat's
glow up,
whatever the hell that is.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes.
You know it's Halloween season.
It is, buddy.
What does Frankenstein call a screwdriver?
What does Frankenstein call a screwdriver? I don't know, Ace. What?
Daddy.
That was his
Daddy.
Ace Cosby joke of the day. The board just quit.
Oh, boy, what a day we're having.
Oh, I don't have it over here.
Daddy, you see.
Yeah.
To tighten the bolts in his neck? Is that
Sure.
something like that?
Yeah, there you go.
Screw them together.
Yeah,
now-
but they're bolts.
They're
Yeah,
bolts.
you don't
Screws.
use a screwdriver on bolts.
No, you'd use a
You need
wrench.
a ratchet.
Phillip
Yeah.
heads.
No,
that's
no
so wrong.
Bolts use a ratchet, don't they? Or
Yeah.
a wrench.
wrench.
Yeah,
A
wrench, pliers, anything but a
A
screwdriver.
screwdriver, yes.
What's
Oh,
that joke?
what's a tool you'll never use on a car? Also, a screwdriver. But I used to buy my dad those little screwdriver kits.
Yes.
And they, for Christmas every year. Now he has 92 in his glove box.
I use a screwdriver in my ignition.
Oh,
Do you
Don't,
really?
don't even.
What's the joke that it ends with because his nuts are in his neck? What is that?
Oh, yeah, that's a
That's
Frankenstein
I
joke.
don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
Might be coming.
If you ever, Ace,
Why can't Frankenstein have babies or
His
something?
nuts are in his neck. That's good.
Yeah?
yeah,
Okay.
there was a time when I had to start my car with a screwdriver. That was funny. And there'd be this big spark.
Safe. Mr. Safety.
My God. Tom, would you care for Jess to go over the last 3 winners in the Pigskin Pick'em contest here at Bob and Tom?
They all have 2 first names.
He's beside himself.
Week 2, Craig Joseph.
Okay.
Week 3, Ms. Alex Virgil. And week 4, Josh Casey.
Dear Tom, I can't believe you haven't noticed this, but Christy Lee, Greg Warren, and Al Jackson all have 2 first names.
That's right.
Wow.
Anything can be a first name.
There's a pattern here.
Well,
but I mean,
I think,
traditional first names.
Yeah, traditional, sure.
And that's become a big thing. People give their kids.
Their maiden name.
I know.
As a first name.
A number of my kids' friends have weird names.
Yeah.
Well, that must be a family name. You named your kid Oskay Jones. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
I don't see my son use, or I don't see my kids using our last name as a first name.
Your last name is Hooker.
Yeah, so that's not going to happen.
And there was a very fine football player named Hooker.
There's a lot of fine football players named Hooker. There's two playing now.
Two right now. Malik Hooker and the other one. And Fair Hooker was a wide receiver for the Browns.
And there's just a lot of fine hookers.
Yeah.
Like
right here. Me.
Have you ever been with a...
They're out there making a living.
Have you ever been with a hooker?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, God, no. No, I'm uncomfortable even at a strip club, let alone...
Same here. Now, what are you trying to get Pat to grow up? What are you talking about?
I never want Pat to grow up. No, Pat's glow up.
What does that mean?
It means like when someone. I don't want to say that Pat was in a slump, but he was. But he looks better now. He's like his beard and his hair, and he just looks healthy, and he's in a good relationship, and it's just like he's having a glow up moment.
Oh, glow up!
A glow up, yeah. Yeah, it's nice. It's just when someone is like coming into their own and feeling good and looking
about
good.
3 days.
Yeah, I was going to say you hit him on a good day.
I
Didn't see him Monday, did he?
Wish Josh were here. I could say he's usually coming into his own T-shirt.
No,
so there's that.
See, he likes it.
No, like Steve Carell. Steve Carell's a famous glow up. Like he was kind of a very average person when The Office started, and now he is a daddy. He is hot. Yeah.
Well, he's also a terrific actor. That helps.
Yeah.
Did you hear how she said daddy?
I'm not saying a word right now.
Speaking of G-spots, Christy?
Yeah. After years of debate about its existence, scientists think they have discovered definitive evidence that the elusive G-spot is indeed very real. A team of researchers in Turkey report they have confirmed the so-called erogenous zone located a few inches into the vagina. Details of this conclusion revealed in a new study. If you'd like to read more about it, you'll have to pick up the European Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology and Reproductive Biology.
Do they have charts?
I bet you it took so long is because nobody wanted to stop the research. Probably.
We got to take this another year.
Oh, we should give it another 6 to 12 years. Let's keep looking.
Yeah, no wonder I couldn't find it. It's in Turkey.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
I just feel bad for the mice.
Yeah, now they're now they're going to look on. They're going to look on humans now.
Oh.
Boy, that is a little teeny little vibrator.
Doctors are also warning people right now about a so-called beauty trend that's on TikTok. It's called bone smashing. The trend involves a person repeatedly hitting their bones, typically cheekbones or jawbones, with a hard object in an effort to create microfractures that might heal in a more attractive shape. Did you hear what I said?
Oh
So in other words, you break a bone in your face hoping you get like a nice high cheekbone?
Yeah, I guess. Videos on social media sites show people using their fists, massage guns, and even hammers in hopes of creating more defined facial features. Dr. Prem Tripathi, a plastic surgeon in San Francisco,
You said body.
made a TikTok video in response to the trend saying, quote, I honestly never thought I'd have to come on here and say this, but please don't intentionally break the bones in your face. Tripathi warns if you displace those bones and they have to heal on their own, you could end up with a malunion where the bones are not healed properly and you could end up disfigured.
You look at Mickey Rourke.
He's looking a little better, though.
Really?
He is. Did he finally get a professional to undo the work that boxers do?
Yeah. He had some trouble, right?
I've dated a few girls that looked like they were hitting with a bag of hammers before. Not my current. She's beautiful.
Yeah, she is. She's
Anytime you're getting your medical advice off TikTok, probably bad.
Probably.
No, hit harder. Like, you aren't hitting yourself hard enough with that hammer. Go double time. See how it turns out.
That's just sad that people are doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's coming up, Christy?
Coming up, we have moonbathing in the news. We have Ed Sheeran getting high with Snoop Dogg. We have Japan's geriatric boy band in the news.
Really?
Yeah. And a fight over an iron skillet. How do you clean your iron skillets?
Oh, no, you got to be careful. No soap.
No, that's right. But apparently somebody didn't know that.
Don't put them in the dishwasher.
Nope.
And Pat's got a funny story about that.
Oh, it's funny to me, not to her.
Okay. Well, the iron, doesn't the iron skillet, it sounds like a TV show.
There was a restaurant around here for you many, many years
The
ago.
Iron Chef.
Oh, yeah.
The iron skillet. We'll find out about how to clean one and how not to. Right now, I want to talk about something that's important. The Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by BetterHelp. If you feel like your brain is getting in its own way, perhaps therapy would be very helpful for you. And therapy can help you figure out what's holding you back. And BetterHelp is a way to access therapy in a much easier manner. And it's all about convenience and about using contemporary technology, by which I mean you'll fill out a brief questionnaire. You'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And by the way, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. But the questionnaire, et cetera, done online. And then the therapy itself is performed online, so it can be very, very convenient. You don't have to get in your car and drive somewhere or hop on a train, whatever. You just can do the whole thing online, and it can be done as if you were on, say, a Zoom call, or it can be done just talking back and forth with no video, or it can be even done by texting back and forth. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Once again, BetterHelp is the name. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show to get on your way to being your best self. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. The Bob and Tom Show brought to you by BetterHelp. When we come back, we have interesting news also in the world of forgeries. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yo.
There's Pat Godwin, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's over there in the
I may change it.
performance room. There's Jeff Oskay.
Hello.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
Josh Arnold on vacay. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's my buddy Tom Griswold.
Were you ever Joey?
No.
Because your real first name is Joseph.
Yeah, my dad was Joseph Jerry. He went as Jerry, but as an older man, he went as Joey.
Okay, so
As an older man, he went as Joey.
He's just a weirdo.
That is
He
weird.
was.
It's backwards, isn't it?
Yeah. And my grandfather was Joseph Aloysius. He went as Al.
Aloysius.
Expialidocious?
Yep.
God, I thought Aloysius was only a joke in movies.
I know.
Who would name their kid Aloysius?
His father.
God, he must have been
Our
a great
mother.
guy. Don't you think that's a weirdo name, Aloysius?
I love it.
Well, it's a
Really?
middle name. How often do
Yours
you
just
use
went
your
by
middle
Al,
name? Yeah.
I don't know, it just sounds weird. But of course, it'd be handy, though, for doing song period. Aloysius on a star. Makes no difference. We've been speculating on a possible song.
Aloysius on a star.
Stop. We're not going to tell him because he'll be
Okay.
freaked out.
Okay, sorry. What have you got,
A
Christy?
Florida firefighter.
Oh, we're not talking about the moon bath then, is that right?
No, not until tomorrow. A Florida firefighter is accused of threatening a coworker with a knife over how to wash a cast iron skillet.
I can see why.
Court documents state the incident occurred in Orlando Fire Station 9, where firefighter Oversijas was cleaning dishes
And thank you to you.
after the crew ate dinner. Some of the firefighters advised the cast iron skillet should not be cleaned with dish soap because it takes the seasoning out of the pan and could cause it to rust.
I just had an incident with one 2 weeks ago. You know what else you can't do? Make sure you let it cool.
Oh,
yeah. Fellow firefighter Lateef
It
Williams.
does tend to hold heat.
I walked over to the cooktop, grabbed the thing, and
I have one of those things that you slip on at the
well,
end.
I thought it did. Been out for a while. Next time I'll test it.
Fellow firefighter Lateef Williams allegedly got behind Seahawks.
Queen
placed
Lateef.
a large knife against his throat. According to documents, Williams said, "You don't do that around here. That's how people get killed." Williams released Seahawks said he was joking. Other firefighters said the joke went a little too far. According to WFTV.
TV is in our name.
Yes. Seahawks filed a police report over the incident while Williams has been placed on administrative leave. Yikes.
Yeah, you don't use soap. Now, Pat, you want to tell your story?
Oh, I broke up with somebody and was taken in by my comedian friend and his wife. And after a week of me just doing nothing, I thought I
would have done anything to be a little fly on the wall of you and your comedian friend's home.
Mike Stankiewicz and his wife, and I thought I would do the dishes to help out. And there was a big stack of dishes, and something was really dirty though. I attacked that first, and that was the cast iron pot. And I got a Brillo pad, a scouring pad, and that sucker was shiny by the time I got done with it.
Man!
And when Donna, his wife, came home, she went ballistic.
Yeah,
very, very mad.
Years and years and years of seasoning down the drain.
Can you bring them back to life?
There's a guy on TikTok that his whole account is bringing back cast irons that have been...
There's a real process to doing
it is.
that.
It's like a electric, you electrify water and dip it in there. Yeah,
it's
a whole process. It's wild, and it gets all the rust off. But yeah, and then he refinishes them. Yeah,
no kidding.
Yeah.
All right, well there you go.
My grandmother's her cast iron skillet was used for so long. She died when she was 96. She probably had it over 80 years. It finally, literally broke. It
split in half.
Yep. Yeah,
that's
think
good.
about that.
Yeah, that's wild.
What's the reason for all the stuff that stays behind in the?
It seasons the cast iron.
Flavor.
It's almost like it naturally makes it non-stick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just supposed to
wipe it out with a paper
soap,
towel, hot water.
You can if you're in a situation where I have it's for cast iron scrubbing, and it looks like a shark suit, but it's like the size of a scrubber. It really does. It's like chain link. And that's what you can do.
I was like
so
a shark suit.
Yeah.
Oh, that you wear if you're going to be in the water with a shark.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
like chainmail.
I thought you meant dress up as a shark.
I got chainmail.
Oh, cool.
Why do I need to dress like a shark?
Candygram.
That's how you properly clean a cast iron.
So it's like a chainmail glove?
It is, and you can scrub that way, and that's the safest way to clean it if you need to.
Might be handy in the bedroom for you, Josh.
Yeah.
Well, it's Jeff, and I agree.
Nobody connects with our people on the air like that.
Looking straight at him.
He so wants me to be Josh.
Well, he finally stopped calling Josh Chick because I was the original fat guy who beat off. And now it's Josh.
And he's getting so thin.
Yeah.
Someone who's got to pork up and start jacking it.
We'll take up. We'll take up the slack.
I'm fattening up for you there, buddy.
You notice he's wearing Bigfoots on his shirt, right? Huh? Have you noticed that?
I got little Bigfoots.
They're little big feet.
Yeah,
on his
I think it is Bigfoot.
Bigfoots.
Yes. Yeah.
He's got Bigfoots
He's
on
got
his
him on his
shirt.
pants too.
It's like your mouse. Sasquatch? Yeah. Very good. Thank you. Yeah, this thing here.
It only had a song in that.
Computer mouse.
Yeah, mouses.
The plural is apparently mouses.
Oh.
So who knew? Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mistake you for. I was trying to think.
Yes,
who can I sexualize this term with? And I was thinking, for you, I should say something like, okay, so it's like chainmail, a chainmail glove. Jeff, that'd be handy in the bedroom. Your girlfriend could take on your back hair.
I would love that.
Scrub it right off.
Do you have back hair?
Yeah, I got it.
Do you want to?
You could use Nair on that.
Wait a second. Hang on a
don't use
second.
Nair. Just don't they have those long shaver things?
Yeah, but why don't we? We haven't had the girls into wax in a long time.
Naked Monkey Girls, they could come in.
We could have the Naked Monkey Girls in, and you could get waxed on the
Some
TV.
kind of initiation, Jeff.
Yeah,
you might as well.
Yeah.
I've been waxed here before.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, they did.
Did
my
we do the whole back?
No, you just did my eyebrows and my nose, and that hurt.
Yeah, we're not supposed to do our nose anymore. Remember, we heard about that.
Now, you have an extraordinarily bushy beard.
Yeah, my
Very
back's
long.
not that bad. I'm a lot of shoulders.
Do you?
That's never a good look.
Do you trim in the private areas?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
It's just a wild force of desire.
Does it look like your face?
It would look really weird if I got naked and I was trimmed down there.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That would look weird.
God, that'd be funny.
Have you ever seen an adult man who is completely shaved down there?
Mm-mm.
No.
No. Ugh. It's gross. Real gross. Real gross.
Oh, so you like to have the camo?
Yeah.
you like to not be able to see the tree for the
Nothing
forest?
down there is worth looking at, really. I
No,
mean,
facts.
it's like a Jeep. It's just for doing stuff. It's
And
not
you
for
don't mean
looking at.
Jeff. You don't mean Jeff specifically. You
No,
mean
I
in
don't mean
general.
Jeff specifically.
You know, in your experience with the male member.
Right.
Not to suggest there have been a lot of them.
No,
Let's
there's
make that,
not.
Let me
No.
make that clear.
You know, to say that there's not been a lot of them, you're saying there might have been a lot of them.
There's
See
not.
what you're doing there? See?
Oh, sorry. I
Okay.
didn't mean to imply that.
Hey, Ed Sheeran says Snoop Dogg once got him so high he could not see straight. During an appearance on Conan O'Brien's podcast, the pop star said the smoke session took place earlier this month when he found himself backstage with his wife, his mother-in-law, Snoop Dogg, and Russell Crowe in Melbourne, Australia. Sheeran admitted that he's not much of a smoker but could not pass up the chance to say he smoked with Snoop. During their conversation, Sheeran said he inadvertently kept taking pulls of the blunt until he looked up and realized his vision had become blurred.
Yeah, that's makes sense, don't you think?
Have you seen that movie with I forget the name of the movie, but it was as if the Beatles had never existed. No one knew what they had.
Yesterday.
The one-
Yes,
and-
Yesterday.
Called Yesterday. Yeah.
Yes.
Ed Sheeran's in it.
That's a
He's
great movie.
Great in that. It's a really good.
That's
movie.
a cute movie.
He's a great artist. Yeah. I just wish he would tour with a band.
Why?
Why? What's the problem?
His
He
thing's
gets
cool.
up there and he
The
does
loops
his
and
own
stuff.
thing.
I
It's
like that.
awesome.
Nope.
Have you seen him live?
Next.
Nope.
Now, I know none of you guys are
Really?
pot smokers, but given the opportunity, would you smoke with Snoop?
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Would you, Tom? Just to say you'd done it?
I don't think so.
No.
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like I'll never smoke weed with Willie again by
Right.
Toby Keith. It's that kind of thing. You know you're going to be getting whatever.
Oh, just take a hit and you can say you've.
The
Yeah, you
strength
did
is
it.
different,
Yeah.
they say.
Yeah.
Would you smoke, Chick?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Like, that's
Although
a-
I don't like to smoke. I don't like to hold the cigarette.
Oh.
I don't want.
I'll hold it for
I don't
you.
want
How's
whatever is
that?
the.
You blow it in my face.
The-
That'd be all right.
Didn't you do an edible years ago?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
And
was
what
into
happened?
edibles there. Look, I just laid in bed all day. I took one,
Mm-hmm.
and an hour later, nothing. So I thought, well, I know what I'll do. I'll take another
Oh,
one.
you don't do that.
well,
It
And
takes
then in
a
a
couple
half
hours.
hour, nothing. So I took another one.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was probably about 2:33 in the afternoon, and I was in bed until the same time the next day. And I didn't wake up much, but when I did wake up, I just stared at my hand and then fell back asleep. It was
Just one hand?
yeah, just this one. It was crazy. It was no good. It
was no good.
It stretches time for me. Like I kept listening to music on my the iPhone, and I kept thinking, where did I get the version of this song? Man, this thing's like 8 minutes long. I couldn't get over it.
Oh, well.
Yeah, it was a sad state of affairs.
And then there's a weird photograph of this backstage thing with Snoop and Ed Sheeran, and then Russell Crowe shows up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's in Australia, Tom.
Yeah, that's Russell lives there.
I know.
If Ed Sheeran and Snoop's going to be there, it'd be rude for Russell not to show up. It's his country.
I guess
Speaking of porking up.
yeah, he's gone. Is weed legal in Australia?
I don't know.
Question.
I know kangaroos are.
Yeah, they run rampant there.
They are legal.
Yep. They hit cars there like deer. We got deer here. Which would you rather hit, a deer or a kangaroo? Tom, go.
Boy, I don't know.
Yeah,
Those
either.
Well,
kangaroos
kangaroos are a
It's
little more
either built-
vertical.
No, it's a deer.
They're built like a boxer.
Yes, you hit a
Yeah.
kangaroo, it's
God.
getting up and punching you. It does not get hurt.
Yeah, but
Kangaroos are badass. You ever see
they
the
are.
big muscled
They
kangaroo?
look
like
ridiculous.
this.
They look like Schwarzenegger.
But a deer has those sharp talons like on their paws. What do you call them?
Their hooves.
Thank you very much.
Write that one down, Jess.
Talons on their paws, or as we like to call them, hooves. They'll scrape your
Talons.
face off.
Have you ever gone online and see the kangaroos that are muscled for no reason?
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It really is.
And they look like a bodybuilder.
They're shredded.
They would kill you if you tried to hit them with a car.
And who's got the great kangaroo joke? The description of the kangaroo.
Oh, Tyrannosaurus deer.
Tyrannosaurus deer.
Who's that? Is it Chad?
It's Chad Daniels.
Chad
Yeah,
Daniels.
great stuff. Christy Lee is once again at the Bob and Tom News Desk. Have we missed anything?
Now, this is being called a boy band in Japan, but features members who are all over the age of 65. G-pop is the name of the band, and G-pop is a play on the Japanese word ohisan, which translates to old man. While traditional J-pop and K-pop groups are primarily aimed at teens and young adults with young, attractive members who can dance, G-pop is targeting Japan's older population. The group made its professional debut 7 years ago and has been putting a positive spin on aging.
Are they the back pain boys?
The bathroom boys?
I would have went with
the back pain boys.
I would have went with Up Too Late.
Or Instinct.
They have hit singles like Hooray to Old Age and I Was Young. They're described by their record label as ordinary grandpas usually working as fishermen. That's not a real selling
There was a
point.
Liverpool band called the Pacemakers. Remember that?
I do. Jerry and the Pacemakers.
Jerry and the Pacemakers. So ferry cross the Mersey.
I don't think pacemaker meant the same thing back then.
Pacemaker was like setting the pace.
Yeah.
It wasn't the thing.
Wasn't hard.
So when you say these old men in this boy band are in sync, you're talking about their pacemakers are lined up like your periods when you're at the office. Ladies.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Any of them named Lil, by the way?
Oh, I don't know. Lil G-pop?
Little G-pop.
Big. Old Menudo.
Now, isn't there still the rumor that at the Super Bowl halftime they're going to have a bunch of the...
I think we started that rumor.
Oh, did we?
I think so.
What rumor did we start?
Some of these boy bands are going to reunite.
Show up with Usher.
Oh,
Usher's going to be there, right? Isn't Usher halftime?
Mm-hmm.
NSYNC's been on crazy. They've been everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I had a feeling. Did you see the picture of this old man?
I did not see G-pop. I'm going to look him up.
The one guy, the third guy from the third guy from the left.
Uh-huh.
I think he's stuffing compression shocks in his jeans.
Well hung, is he?
No, I think he's got
compression socks.
He's got the diabetes socks balled up and shoved down his bikini pants.
Oh God.
Diabetes.
Oh.
You know, there's a lot of times lately where you and I are laughing about something, and I get to the end, I forget what we're laughing about. Really, it's. I
wonder what the.
Oh, here's a song. I Was Young. I don't think I can play it off my computer.
I Was Young.
I can't either.
By who?
We got to hear
By
it.
G-pop.
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 The Japanese old men boys band.
Yeah.
Instead of kicking soccer balls out to the crowd like Rod Stewart used to, it looks like they are taking tennis balls off their walkers and heaving those out to the fans.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait. No, that's the song.
It's got sound
Is this
effects.
They're fishermen. It makes sense.
Why are they...
What's the name of the song?
We were young.
I Was Young.
Oh, I Was Young.
Oh, okay.
I was young.
Who starts this off?
Now, wait a minute.
Here we go. Oh, my
No one read the rider for the band. I said I wanted a case of prune juice.
It's only going to be. I was just going to say it's only going to be a matter of time till he gets to the poop part with the old guys.
We can't really hear it. No, we can't hear it. We'll get it.
All right. Well, Dean, it's on YouTube. G-pop. I Was Young.
Okay.
These guys are great looking. They're wearing hats and white suits.
We
And,
exercise.
yeah.
We're trying to eat right, get lots of
Salmon, a
sleep.
little avocado. Some Mediterranean.
Yeah. You know, that was before 44.
You walk every day.
They got their little song. They're coordinated. They have a dance moves. They have videos. It's
This one's called "I Hate Mushrooms."
Because of the cloud, Tom? Is that why?
Yep.
You dropped the... Oh,
Yeah.
You dropped your
my
ball,
gosh.
Baby.
The old guys on the block.
They're in a Cadillac convertible, Tommy, like a 1955 or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Where'd they
sharp.
get that?
I don't
In
know.
Japan?
I think you can import. I have a Japanese car I imported from Japan. They can import from America.
You're a woman at the top of her game, of course.
Yeah, I can only imagine the
Japanese car.
price of gasoline in Japan. I'll fill her up. It's $10,000. Is that true? I don't know. I would assume it's steep. I'm not sure. So the old man boy band. Well, that's fun.
So you're saying in Japan, when they order a pizza, they say no mushrooms. Is that what you're telling me?
Oh my God!
That's
I
exactly.
can't believe you're joining in.
That's exactly what he's saying.
It might be a sensitive issue. I don't know.
Let me tell you.
Please tell me anything.
Something about Simply Safe. The do-it-yourself, design-it-yourself home security system. You guys know about Simply Safe. Now you know Simply Safe has a revolutionary home monitoring innovation. It's called 24/7 Live Guard Protection, designed to help stop crime in real time. Now, if old Mr. Mean Intruder breaks into your home, Simply Safe professional monitoring agents can actually see, speak to, and deter them through Simply Safe's new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, stopping them in their tracks. 24/7 Live Guard Protection made possible by the new Smart Alarm wireless indoor camera, available with Fast Protect monitoring plan. It's the only indoor security camera that can trigger the alarm and instantly deter intruders with that built-in siren. You can install it your way, the way I did. You can do it yourself. It takes about 30 minutes, or you can have a Simply Safe expert set it up for you. Either way, it's oh so easy to protect your home. And for a limited time, get 20% off your new system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Visit simplysafetom.com today. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there is no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick.
Sorry, I was wrong. It wasn't a Cadillac. It's some kind of Ford. I apologize.
It's all right.
But it looks.
But it's an American car.
I think
big
so. It
old-fashioned
looked like
American
it said Ford on the.
like a
label.
Ford Galaxy.
Hard to get over there.
No, it was bigger in the Galaxy, wasn't it? Did you see it?
Are they singing their?
They're singing
hits?
when I was young, and there's two young girls walk by, and they're like.
They do that cover of what is it? Bad Company. I feel like taking meds. These are very old guys.
Feel like taking.
Wait a second. It would be AARP in the USA.
That's right.
We're laughing. Half of our
Hey, shut up.
are that age.
Well, I'm that age.
Hip breaker.
I just saw Ringo Starr. He's 83, so.
How was he?
Great.
Right, okay.
Everybody was great.
Coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Jeff Oskay.
Hello, sir.
There's Jess Hooker.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. A couple quick things coming up.
Can you see that from there?
Hang on a second.
That's the monkey.
Oh, wow. That's a big monkey.
The monkey's like
Yeah.
4
He's
feet tall
big.
or something.
He's a big monkey. We have a monkey issue.
His name is Momo?
Momo the monkey.
Momo.
Got
Monkey.
loose on the east side of Indianapolis, Indiana, and maybe
Momo.
drinking beer out of a garbage can, so we don't know.
They get mad.
When in Rome.
Yeah, they get mad.
Yeah, don't.
Don't argue with the drunk
East side got it going on.
Don't mess with the monkey.
Okay, we'll see if there's an update
Don't
on
shock
that.
it either.
Right now, it's time to pursue a little bit of knowledge with things we learned.
Oh, yeah. No, it's today in history.
Oh, sorry, I was distracted because you were.
I was looking up
Not paying
JoJo the
attention.
Monkey by
Okay, good.
Chuck Berry. But
Thank you.
here's Tom with October.
Quiz.
Go ahead, and we'll answer.
Ms. Hooker,
Yes.
were you a student of history at all?
No, probably slept
Mr.
through that
Oskay?
one too.
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. One of you, raise your hand before answering, please. Born in 1829, Chester Arthur, of course, became president. Middle initial.
Trick question.
A.
Is your name Jessica?
You said raise your
You said raise your hand and answer the question.
I was directing it to my class.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think it's B. Is it B?
No. Chester B. Arthur started. She started in Maud.
Then there's Maud.
It's Chester
Yeah.
Chester A. Arthur. I'm sorry, class. You both fail.
I passed.
You weren't.
I had
part
the
of it.
answer.
You've already taken the course.
I did not.
Okay.
I sucked at history.
Born in 1940.
What'd you do in history?
Sucked.
That's how she got the
hell of a
A.
class.
I did not get an A.
Thank you, Mr. Halenak.
Man, why can't teachers date their stuff? Okay.
My dad did.
Okay.
In college?
1943, the birth date of one of my favorites, Steve Miller, from the Steve Miller Band, of course. And
I have a bone to pick with Steve Miller.
What did he do to you?
I don't know where I was. I remember laying down on a grassy field being drunk, staring at the sky, listening to Steve Miller for what seemed like a lot longer time than it was. He never played Fly Like an Eagle. He kept teasing playing Fly Like an Eagle, and he never did.
Maybe you passed out during Fly Like an Eagle.
That's a definite possibility.
Some people call him Maurice.
And what is pompatus?
He made it up.
He made it up.
It's great.
He's just a brilliant.
I don't know if you're allowed to do that even.
Listen to the early albums. The bluesy ones are true. Happy birthday to Bob Geldof, who, besides being in the Boomtown Rats, he is
he hates Mondays. I know that.
Boy, he sure does.
He's also quite the entrepreneur. I believe he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
I want to say.
Whatever, Bob.
His company owns, among other things, Survivor, which is on episode 43 or something.
Man.
Let's see. Happy birthday to Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac, born in 1957.
We celebrate the anniversary of his birth.
Yeah.
He's no longer with us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on a lighter note.
He was going to be in a comedy team with John Cleese. It's going to be Mac and
That'd be great.
And John Cleese's name is really Cheese, so...
Is it?
Yeah. It could be Mac and Cheese.
That's very good. 1958, the birthday of, he's still with us, Neil deGrasse Tyson, the scientist.
Big brain.
The Carl Sagan of a new generation.
He's a little full of himself. I think he needs to dial it back a little.
If you were that smart, would you be full of yourself? I feel like I would be, too.
I'm too dumb to know.
I think he's taking a topic and making it interesting for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you got to hand it to him.
Relatable.
The great actress Kate Winslet, born in the state in 1975.
She's pretty.
Hello, Winslet.
Hot.
She's great. What was that show she was in?
Titanic.
No. There was.
Do you know how old the average age of someone who says, you know what show he was in, and they mean a TV show?
She was in Extras.
Or they mean a movie?
No,
she was in Extras.
She was in a long-running cable serial that was really good. She was there was a detective in it, and it was really good.
Oh, the Mayor of Easttown?
Yeah, that one.
That's a horrible show.
That wasn't a horrible show.
If you like that show, you should really look at everything in your life.
Are you serious?
It's awful.
I liked it.
Awful.
Well, early on, when the one guy got him unexpectedly right in the head. Okay.
Awful.
That's not awful.
Let's see. Happy birthday, Jesse Eisenberg. Very, very fine actor.
If you like Modern Family, you should have.
Here's a good one for you. 1947. What did Harry Truman do? It involves electronics.
What year?
47?
47. Oh.
Electronics.
Oh, he used a phone.
No. The first president to deliver a speech on television.
Oh, that was early.
And he started it with, good evening,
Only
how's
4
everybody
people.
doing out here? All
Yeah.
right.
What do you mean we're not going to watch Milton Berle tonight? That'll piss him
Only
off.
4 people got to see it.
Okay.
Yeah, they did a lot of stuff on television earlier, but nobody had a receiver.
So it's like the number of people that are watching intelligent political discussion these
This
days.
is true. Things we learned today. I was having a great day driving in this morning. I was listening to Beck in my car, and then I talked to Tom. And he had a headache, and I tried to tell him sometimes medications the doctors give you a headache, and you have to tell them to get it changed so they'll stop giving you a
But I'm
headache.
not taking medication. So
I don't
Well, maybe
believe
you need medication. You've got to be taking
You're
something.
held together
You have to have a
with
blood
You
thinner
have a-
or something.
Nope, nothing.
You've got chewing gum and chicken wire in your chest.
You don't have anti-rejections?
BP meds?
Nothing.
That's what I need. Some anti-rejection medication. Don't reject me. Jacksonville Jaguars playing London on Sunday at 9:30 in the morning versus the Buffalo Bills. And the governor of New York, they can drink earlier in Buffalo at 8.
The governor of New York has put some kind of dispensation so bars can open early, so Bills fans that want to share their love of the Bills with their friends can do so.
Bloody Mary luges.
Yeah, there you go.
I just watched for the celery to get stuck.
Don't say celery.
Oh, sorry.
Celery! Tom squirted his crotch with hand sanitizer in a bathroom.
By mistake.
It was
I don't want to.
hilarious.
I didn't go in there. I didn't go in there and go, here it comes. It's going to sting. No, all over my groin. I squished the thing down. It just shot out across the room right on my groin. Very embarrassing.
Jeff Oskay, when he was announced a graduate of his high school, they said he was going to go on to become a private investigator.
That's right.
And the entire audience started laughing.
Yes.
But you did take criminology courses?
I did. I did go for criminal justice. So it wasn't that far off.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Is that it? That's
Say
all we-
goodnight.
That's all we got. Okay, good night, Dick. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Expert entrepreneur Ed Milet is on a mission to max out your life.
I exist here weekly so that you can make your dreams come true, become the man or woman you're capable of, and then pay it forward.
It's time to get laser focused on peak performance.
Clarity equals focus, and focus equals success. That's what I'm here to do every week with you. Max out.
The Ed Milet Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.